heart says need to be confessed. As far as these eyes can see, we all are sinners just like me. Do what you do to get by. Nothing's gonna save you from the devil inside. Tell me
everybody, and welcome back to the Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier. My name is Neptura. I'm doing the intro this evening, and I'm joined by Maxman. How are you, Maxman?
I'm great. Oh, what a fantastic, spectacular intro that was, Neptura. Hey, you know what? You did way better than I would have done, so you know what? She's after my job, guys. I'm in trouble. But I'm beyond excited for the second day worth of gameplay here for the Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier tournament. We had great games yesterday. Vale had the best clutch by far. And I'm excited to see who's going to be in the first place at the end of the day here now.
Yeah, I am absolutely excited to see what's going to be going on down over the next 3 matches, because those last 3 matches last night were insane. We saw some epic clutch plays. We saw some really cool strats coming in here. And this time around, it's getting even more intense, Max. So yeah, I'm down for whenever we're going to be starting, which isn't very long.
Yeah. You know what we're playing for? Money! We're going to check it out here. Check out the lead. That was a transition.
Sorry.
Going in to check out the prize pool distribution. Of course, we're going to have $10,000 on the line. First place is going to take in home with $3.5K, $3.5K. Got to say the K, okay? Otherwise, that's not a lot. Going down from 2.5K, 1.5K, 1.2K, and $800. And the top fragger, which as of right now, I would say that title has a lot of contenders here, Nep. $500 going to be going their way. So do you have anyone in mind that could be the top fragger right now?
Oh, that's hard. I mean, Naruto was putting up some frags in that last
lobby?
last night. Yeah. Yes, lobby. True.
We'll have to see. We'll have to keep tabs on those players and see who's going to be taking home that $500 extra in their pocket. But I'm very excited to see who's going to be taking this one home. I am hoping we had one team that was playing as a solo. And I think it was Lily Fowl that was not able to play. I hope they're going to be back today. That will be very, very exciting to see them play. Actually, they're Team Warrior on the top right side of your screen. But here we go, looking at the entire lineup. Same as yesterday, for the most part. Anyone here, Nepturo, know that maybe after seeing yesterday's matches are like, you know what? I'm changing squad. I'm going and supporting these boys.
I don't know. It's difficult. There's many of them that are really, really good, right? HK and 7-7 was popping off last night for Sherzies, and then you've also got Vale and Steph. You got Captain and Naruto. I mean, I can't leave my MG3 boys though, right? I mean, we have to keep going with them to some extent.
Your MG3 boys?
Our MG3 boys.
Thank you. Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute. It's taking ownership, okay, of the MG3 boys, okay? We are getting 50% of the revenue of this team, by the way, because we came up with the team name.
True.
It's just a contract to have going with the lads over there. But of course, without a single chicken dinner so far, we're hoping to see them get one win today. By the way, quick little heads up. We did have 2 Wrangles, 1 Rondo happening yesterday. Today, a little bit of a switch up. We are going to be having still a lot, 3 Wrangles coming your way today, which I think that for this mode, Niptura, is a little bit more interesting because you got all the different train tracks, different hot drops for the play mode. So I think this is going to make it even more interesting for today.
Yeah, I think so. You do have multiple tracks. You got multiple hot drops. Just multiple of everything on a Wrangle. So it's really nice to see that coming into fruition here. I am getting word, though, over those comms that Munazir is going to be a solo yet again this evening. So he will have to kind of be 2 steps behind a little bit. But can he bring it back, right? You know, we did see him survive quite a long time in several of those games. So definitely not off the cards for him tonight either, especially when we think about, Max, what those last 2 games have in store for us this evening.
Yeah, I mean, we are then going to be having double points per elimination. So that's going to be a big, big portion of the day today. And we also had the interview yesterday, right, with a star captain saying that they're going to be heavily focusing down those last 2 matches and prioritizing those eliminations. We'll have to see. Of course, we're also going to take a quick look at the leaderboards in just a few seconds worth of time, because we do have to keep in mind that here we only have 3 matches. After these 3 matches, we don't have a day 3, okay? We are going to be crowning our champion, taking home the lion's share of the $10,000 US. We're going to start off with the lower side of the leaderboards here, Neptura. And yeah, I mean, you know what? It's not great to be here if you're on the second page. But again, that double point elimination in the last 2 matches, that is really going to give you a possibility to make that comeback.
Yeah, it is. I think Guthila, yes, maybe, and Sweet Dreams, they're definitely contenders for that double point comeback, right? Because they don't have any eliminations, and I'm not talking about that though, right? We saw Guthila do some epic stuff in last week's event where he won the whole thing, right? So I think there's definitely some potential there for a little bit of a comeback. I mean, it's very different, right? World of Wonder versus Battle Royale, but still, I feel like he's got what it takes to have a little bit of a comeback. So if there's going to be anybody on this side of the leaderboard, I'm picking them.
You know what? I respect that pick. I think that's definitely a good pick this time around. I want to see more from Levino and Sevu, okay? Levino, I watch all his videos, okay? And the guy is just popping off in the mode when in his videos. I haven't really seen too much Levino, okay? I want to see this step up happening today. We know you guys have what it takes to be on at least the first page, maybe even just a little bit higher. Talking about that first page, checking out Star Captain and Naruto, of course, are going to be leading the pack with a total of 54 points. Not just it's not just they in first place right now, Choro. They have a pretty decent lead against second place. But of course, Pepito Zasco, without a single win, they could very quickly catch up if you're not careful.
They absolutely could. I mean, the points are not far off, both in eliminations and placement, right? So there isn't that much of a gap there. But Pepito and Zasuo do have to be careful of those teams below them as well, right? If they make too heavy of a play against the duo, or if they just hot drop a little bit too much, you are going to see those teams in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all the way down to 7th and 8th even, really start to rack up those points again. And 45 suddenly becomes quite a low score.
You actually have quite a bit of a gap between Mighty Sky Issa in 9th and Shark and Chocoholic.
You do.
In 10th. Like 21 points down to 12. There's quite a decent discrepancy between those two squads. So like if you're below, you might want to try and initiate that comeback in game 1. That might be even the best thing to do. Because sure, double points per elimination in the last 2 games is great. If you don't get the points early on too, then you might just fall behind in a position where you just can't quite feasibly catch up to first place. So hopefully we'll see a lot of those teams make that comeback. They're actually... One standout to me that I've been impressed with in yesterday's matches, Nep, has been HK and 7, because they had this weird strat in the Rondo Legends Rise tournament of like a few months ago, where they would just have HK reviving 7, and 7 would just like 1v2 frag out against pretty much anyone you would see. Here they're actually playing together, and you know what? I'm kind of digging it. And it is anyone I'd like to see breach top 5, maybe top 3, it would be the squad of HK and 7.
No, I agree. They were playing a lot more together. We did see that 7 was still the main fragger of the duo, but still that teamwork, that synergy is definitely there. And it is reflected in those points as well. They're not too far away from that top 5, as you said, and certainly very doable in the first match or 2.
Yeah, definitely doable. And you know what? We are then, again, playing 3 Erangels today, so the mode is just going to be even more packed full of action. Okay, trains all over the place, Titans all over the place too. And talking about Titans, we have played a little bit, Nep, a little bit earlier today with the Titans. And to be fair, they have been buffed. I believe it's today or last night, but they have been buffed in the patch notes. They do more damage. I believe they're a little bit more tanky too. So Titans might be the meta in today's matches. That'll be sick.
Maybe. That would be pretty cool. I really enjoy using them. They're very loud when you're running around. Very loud.
That's
like you can hear them from a mile away. But you're right, they're quite the tank now that you can really get away with going past quite a few squads before it breaks down. And it means you don't get any health damage to yourself as well. So it's a really nice little trade-off there. A pretty good vehicle, to be honest. If you got someplace to go quickly, it's the way to go.
I mean, technically, it is a vehicle because you get inside the Titan and like you don't become a Titan. The Titan forms around you. I know, Nipcho, you haven't watched the anime, so you don't say, like you know what I'm talking about. You have not watched Attack on Titan. Do not try and fake it, okay? It's like a meat mech, pretty much. It's like a meat mecha. That is what a Titan is. I know it's a weird way to describe it, but if you haven't watched
scarily
Attack on Titan,
accurate. Yeah.
Go watch it, okay? You'll have an idea. Actually, Nipchura, we also did find some locations from Attack on Titan on Erangel. I was searching for them, and we find Utgard Castle, and we went there, and the loot actually for duo,
not bad,
pretty good.
Yeah, it actually was not bad at all. So definitely a point on the map to look for. If the hot drop might not be your thing, we did see some of the duos yesterday avoid that hot drop completely. So yeah, maybe it is going to be a location that they will be wanting to use tonight.
Or Eren Yeager's basement. Also, I don't know. It was with Pebbles. I found it with Pebbles. Okay, after playing with you, Neb.
Shout out to him.
And it's near Farm. So the Utgard Castle is over to the side of Quarry, northeast of Quarry, and Eren Yeager's basement is based southeast of Farm. Or is it southwest?
Okay.
Well, it's southern side of Farm area, and you'll be able to find it. So that's the 2 locations. Maybe there's more. I haven't found them yet, but that's 2 of the locations. And the loot is also pretty solid over there too, so you might want to get it for yourself, and you'll be good to go. I do see that we're currently loading, so our first game should be starting very, very soon. And as always, chat, tell us, who are you going to be rooting for? Who are you going to be supporting throughout today's 3 matches? I would love to know. Niptura, is chat based, or do they fail when they support people?
I don't know, but there's a lot of shout outs for Pepito.
That's based.
For you, Baba. Yeah. Zasuo. Okay. Star Captain says Dusky. All right.
Ba-
You know what? Based.
Speaking facts.
So far,
Could have
based.
spoken English, but they spoke facts. What a bunch of gamers.
Absolute gamers.
Okay, so now that actually we played
Yes.
this mode a lot more, right, Nep?
Mm.
What would be your number one tip for the viewers out there that maybe are going to be playing in the mode for the first time?
Oh.
I love putting you on the spot. I'm having so much
You
fun. doing it.
really
Great.
do. It's great. Oh, look at that. What a shame. The
Oh,
game has
no.
started, Max.
No.
Oh, look, we're heading straight into game, everybody. And I get to avoid that question completely.
I'll come back around to it. Okay, you've only escaped that sentence once. Okay, I'll come back for you at one point. Here we go. The plane path actually quite different from yesterday. We had two plane paths on Erangel that were very similar yesterday. It's going to be from Severny all down to the western side of Military Island. And actually, you can drop on one of the main train stations here up on the northern side, south of shooting range. Now it'll be good to go. Actually, I also have learned how you get the Attack Titan serum, which is you drop on one of the two main train stations, the one near Rozok or the one near Milta.
Okay.
You get on the train, and you have to drive the train to the next train station, and then that's when it spawns, and that's when you become the Attack Titan, and you have more HP, more damage, yada yada yada. Basically, you're pretty cracked if you get it, but it takes a lot of time and resources to make it happen. So you got to see, do you value it enough to go for that entire rotation, or do you just want to maybe just go for the normal Titan, which is also pretty good.
Okay, well, I know what we're doing after this, but anyway.
Experimentation.
Yeah, absolutely. I think most of the lobby has just dropped here. They've just been like, hot drop it up, let's go, ready to go, we're gonna get this done and dusted. I think only 2 duos have ended up not coming here, so a crazy turn of events for the first few seconds of the game.
It is going pretty damn quickly here. So many eliminations already coming on through. But unfortunately, I do have to say, this area is great to hot drop, but you do not have enough buildings for all of these duos.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, they dropped down there, they instantly got swept under the rug, and they got sent back into another plane to respawn somewhere else. So apparently, a lot of people are going to be struggling. Star Captain Naruto, though. Oh my, was that a Naruto nade? Was that a Naruto nade? I'm looking for the elimination feed if it was or not.
Yep.
But because him with nades are pretty cracked as always.
As usual. Okay, we got a Tommy gun coming in there. It was Rizshaw's nade, actually.
Oh, okay.
So, cool.
I
Nice.
heard a nade and saw Naruto on screen, and I just put 1 and 1 together, you know, as a man would do.
Yeah. Not 2 and 2, 1 and 1. Sure.
1 and 1 together.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Vale's on 2 elims, though. I will say that. So he's already done quite a bit of work before heading out of the hot drop area. So Steph is just going to be a solo up into the banisters, but they do know he's there. They're trying to chuck those nades up there, trying to get him to bounce off in just the right way, but so far he's evading their advances.
He's a sneaky man. Star Lobby,
Sneaky lad.
us Lobby and Red Hat going to be going right into Pajinki, which is a pretty popular respawn location. If your plane doesn't get access to the 2 train stations, you would usually go over there. And actually, Lobby does get a nice elimination down onto Chocoholic, who is struggling quite a fair bit, unfortunately. Hopefully, they can get revived by their teammate. Who's over here? Steph looking to take the fight. Oh, Star Captain falls down pretty much instantly. The UMP is going to be reloaded, though. Going to get pushed up by Naruto, and Steph does fall down eventually. And Vale, oh wait, quick third party happening in the distance. Not sure who got that one, but unfortunately, that is not going to be going well for them, as Shark is also looking to push his way into that 1v2.
And all of a sudden, we're just down to literally a 1v2 for the entire hot drop. That was very, very quick. I think yesterday we had a lot more time on our hands when it came to these hot drop locations, and now we're starting to see them go very, very quickly. Like the teams, they're like, okay, it's cool and all, but we want to get on with the game. We got to get it going, get that momentum going. So I kind of like this new turn of events, to be honest.
Working quite nicely. I like that Shark is able to evade that 1v2, just delay it a little bit with a nice sneaky nade outside of that door. Good nade with the Mighty Sky. Ooh, not going to do any damage, but definitely the idea was there.
I think just 2, I think it was only 2 teams that actually landed in the second hot drop. I thought this had gone down to 2v1.
That's too much loot for 4 players.
Too much.
Got to share.
Too much loot, yeah.
Okay, no nades for Kopyakolik. Come on, man, do the 1v2. You know you can do it. Nice. Get wrapped around, and he's just getting completely swarmed. They do try and get some help from Janika, but okay, they're just getting farmed like minions right now, and that's going to be 2 points going away of Million and Ultra. And up to 4, so they've been definitely just obliterating the western edge, it seems.
Yeah, like, calm down. It's not double points yet. Chill. Gotta let these guys some room to breathe. But nope.
They're scrimming it. They're scrimming the double points per.
Absolutely. Let's do it. I love that for them. They're getting so many points. Munazir's still here. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but I hope I am.
That's what I said.
Munazir? Yeah.
I'm saying Solso now.
Solso, yeah. I said Solso yesterday, but...
I was saying salsa.
A little bit of salsa. No.
We were told to say the name correctly, and I apologize.
Sorry.
We're gonna be on point.
Yeah. Not on salsa.
What if Solso is solo? Then they're gonna say we're not saying it right, but I swear.
Yeah. We're trying. Oh, Levinho going out to that nade there, getting a little bit of a knock onto himself. 7, shockingly, with no eliminations so far.
He's just waiting for this fight.
Oh!
Okay. I was trying to hype it up like he's going to win it. It's easy. But Goga and their teammate did get the first chicken dinner of yesterday on Erangel, so they do have that proven track record of doing well on the grassy pastures of Erangel. So we'll see if they can do it once more. Million Gaming, though. Do you go for the revive? Do you go for the push? Seems like that revive is going to be quite hard to stick. That little angle, and actually they're going to get pushed up through the window versus Sweet Dreams.
Nice.
No way you survive that encounter. Gethilla and Sweet Dreams will get themselves 2 extra points and get all the juicy loot they secured.
I mean, what did I say? I mean, Sweet Dreams is definitely carrying, but they've got 6 elims right now, so definitely stepping up in this last day. Love to see it. We're going to see those points coming up onto the board. I can't remember how many points they started out with, but it's got to be close to that, right?
It's got to be around that ballpark. I'm just seeing. I'm hearing the ODM gear. I'm still struggling to control fully, properly. It's really fun to use now, but like when it comes to landing where you want, you got to be crazy accurate. Otherwise, you're just going to be sent into the ether, into the completely wrong direction. You got to be careful.
You do. Yeah. There's a lot of momentum in there.
Yeah, HK7, I think, yeah, taking his own fight here. HK wants to try and revive. Actually, no, 7 is already back up. He only had 1 life that's been lost. He still has a second one. HK looking to take that fight. Taking it slow. Camping that staircase. Oh, there you go. That's a big fight versus the and HK is able to make it work out with the Scar L. And that's going to be the extra point. And also has secured a respawn beacon, meaning that if 7 does go down eventually, you can get an instant respawn on him, which was the same strat we saw in the last Legends Rise tournament, right, Nep? So it seems like there's still that kind of lingering revive strat from last time.
I mean, it's not the end of the world if they continue to do that. 7 does frag out quite a bit. It's just the problem is when he doesn't, like in this game, he hasn't been able to do it. I did just think, though, that maybe HK's got a little bit of that lag going on. You know, when I used to have like I would play with an iPhone 6, which was not ideal. And so I had to get good with snipers because I was on 300 ping the moment I got close to anyone. My entire phone would just freeze. So I doubt that's the case here, but I'm just saying maybe there's more to that strat than just a strat.
Kind of interesting. It's like, oh, I'm having connection issues. Let's go for the most precise weapons of them all.
No, because I could stay 200 meters away from everybody else in the lobby and still help my team out. I could not go close range or my game would freeze. It was crazy. Oh, damn. Yeah. So I was long range.
That's why we're commentating now. We don't have any issues. Can see this big game play. My brain does lag sometimes, you know, but other than that, we're good. It's working out. George Paul fight though, for Chocoholic. Shark is... I don't see Shark. I don't think Shark is in this fight. So it seems like oh, no, Shark is right there. Hidden on the minimap. Didn't see them. So looking for that 2v2. But their opponents is not really moving that much. So it's kind of hard to give their location away. They can't really pinpoint down the location. Shark is going to be now solo. Chocoholic is going to be the first to fall. Now they're getting forced into a 1v2. Yeah, they're just pushing it together. Right above, though, they do have the S12K. They could very nicely get the 1v2, but Lotex will be the one to put the nail in the coffin, get himself that 4th elimination so far. 2 each, 50-50 split. Now that's what I call teamwork.
Excellent work indeed. Man, I wish my teams looked a little bit more like that. But anyway.
Whoa. I feel like you're aiming that comment at me right now.
Why would I be aiming that at you, Max? Are you guilty or something?
No, but I play with you, and we're teammates when we play.
You play with me. Yeah, that's true. I play with a lot of people, though.
No, you don't have friends. Don't lie to me. Don't. Okay. I know what your game is.
Dang it. Dang it. You knew. Chat, support me. You're my friends, right? I don't need friends. I've got car skins, much like Ultra here with an epic car skin here. It's almost kind of graffiti looking, but then it's kind of shiny and it's kind of epic. I kind of want it.
It's kind of like a glitch graffiti.
Yeah, glitch. Yeah. 100%.
I like it.
Definitely.
I'm just jealous of seeing all these supercars that I know I'll never have.
Yeah.
One day, maybe. One day.
Maybe.
So yeah, I otherwise can't get the Shelby. I haven't seen anyone use the Shelby yet.
That's true, actually. Who's not got a Shelby? What I want to know, because it ain't me.
I think I saw Cappy. I saw someone playing this tournament do a pull for the Shelby, and they got it.
Oh yeah.
But,
Amazing.
That's it.
The train is now approaching.
Levino, get out. Does he have the ODM gear? No, he doesn't. I don't think he does.
Oh, I love a standoff with the DBS. It's my favorite thing. Lovely. So good. Meanwhile,
very sarcastic.
Oh yeah, it's just dripping over here. But anyway.
Oh, DBS, my favorite. Oh, I love this. This is
so good. And then we turn away from it the minute the push comes in. Excellent, but they do end up getting that elim, so nicely done. Ultra's going to get res back up here, and Million Gaming had the same idea of HK earlier in the same location, so they're going to get resed up, and everything is hunky-dory.
I think the production team, the observers, felt the sarcasm talking about the DBS and like, okay, well, we're gonna move away. Okay, you're not gonna speak then.
We can change. It's fine.
Are you happy, Neptura? Okay, we got rid of the DBS fight just for you.
Thank you, production. I appreciate you.
Levino is in fact on the train. Then he's just going right over to the western side towards Gatka. I think he just wanted to get the hell out of that fight.
Sorry, Primorsk. What are we doing down there? Huh? What's going on? We got the whole mode, and it's Primorsk. Just interesting.
They won the first game of Wrangle yesterday, okay? Trust the process. It's going to work out.
But it looks funny.
And Goga. Why does it... What do you mean it looks funny?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's phase one circle.
All right.
You're fine.
All right. Predict them then, why don't you? Go on.
Okay. You know what? Okay. I picked them. They're my prediction.
All right. Okay. Go for it. I will say, Munazir, is that how you said it? 4 eliminations as a solo. I'm just saying. He's taken out 2 duos here as a solo. So definitely more points on the cards for him. Oh, and we got a hitchhiker possibly coming in here. Maybe not. Just thought he might jump over. But no.
Someone going to get on the train to try and
who's going to actually
attack Titan
like
serum.
Right? That would be very fun. I would appreciate that. Oh, here we go. The gear. I love all these flips and stuff you can do. It's so cool.
Does look
really fun.
Getting hard. Oh, no one got on the train, I think?
No one got on the train.
Someone just got the loot. Actually, earlier I got an MG3 out of the loot.
You did,
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Actually, no, the train was arriving. It was not... Oh, okay, I thought it was like a train looking to depart. So actually, the Attack Titan serum should be around here. Here we go, though. I'm going to say looking for another 1v2. Does get an extra knock, but unfortunately not able to go the entire way, as Issa will be looking to go for the res onto Mighty Sky. No one is pushing them just yet. Actually, I take that back. 2 players are pushing up north. It's going to be Sweet Dreams and Gothilla TV. Sweet Dreams on 6 elims, though, Neb. Like, we blinked and they got up to 7 elims total. They are popping off this match.
They really are. And again, right, we saw them have like 6 points the entire night last night, and already they've beat that in 1 game, in the start of 1 game. So really nice little step up here from this duo. I do want to see more from them. Can they clear out the rest of the hot drop, though? I don't know, right? There's still 3 more duos in the train station.
Yeah, and full duos, not a bunch of solo stragglers. No. These are full squads ready to fight and skirmish at any point in time. But right now, the worst position is for Isa and Mighty Sky, because they're in between 2 duos currently. But actually, one of the duos south is not really looking their direction, so I think that they are safe to not get third-partied. They are going to be the ones looking to encroach on the terrain of the opposing squad. They're looking to make their way in the building. No utility, no nades, no molotovs, so that's making that push a little bit tougher to execute.
Yeah, it is. The other thing that's making it difficult is there's very minimal entrances to the building, actually, because there's very few windows. There's There's no windows. Like normally in buildings, there's windows all over the place. You can kind of creep in. None of that is available here. So you've really kind of just got like a window and a couple of doors. And if those entrances are covered, then you're kind of out of luck.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have 2 windows and 1 door on the bottom side and 2 windows on the higher side, which are really hard to aim for. Like, you can make it up there technically, but if you mess it up and you're locked in the animation with the ADM gear, you're done. You're just completely done. Do you like Poe and Rishai in the distance? Not sure where they're going to try and focus their attention towards. I don't know if they want to go north or over to the east fight. You got to make a choice because here we are going to be going in phase 3 in just about a minute and 30 seconds worth of time. So you need to make sure you try and start wrapping up your fight because the blue zone is going to start ticking hard if you are not in the circle. There's Vale and Steph booting up. They do have a car of their own, I do believe. And I mean, I'm still looking for Vale. I want to see a ODM shotgun elimination in the air like yesterday because that was just peak content right there.
It really was. I would love to see more of that action. That's welcome any day of the week in my book. But I'm with Zasuo here. I was doing a whole lot of that kind of scouting and just nothing came up. And I was like, oh man, there's nothing for me to spray on a moving target. That's so much fun. And yet no one wants me to do it. It's very sad. But
we're doing the opposite. We go on the train and we spray from the train, which is really fun.
It's still a moving target. It's very fun though. But it's hard to hit your shots. It's actually really hard to hit your shots, especially if you have gyro on, I feel like. But there's other little vibrations in there that make it very difficult. But Cappy and Zedu, they have a good little spot here. We're now moving out of the phase where it's all about that hot drop, all about that mode, and we're starting to get more into that battle royale strategies that are going to start coming through. So a nice little compound for them. You see Khan as well over here without his teammate. Akko's not here, but we'll see how that goes for them as Kopje and Janica looking to move into this compound onto the side of Pachinki. And again, very central for them. Let's see where that zone goes. Oh.
You finish? Question mark? I mean,
yeah. I'm guessing. I mean, we have all 3 train lines actually in this. So there's a lot of options here to still keep those trains in play here, keep those tracks in play as well. Particularly whoever ends up winning the hot drop at the major train station that's at the north side there, because you've got a direct line into zone.
We had this exact circle in our game, Nep, if I'm not mistaken. Like, we had a very similar one where you have Pachinki Hill still in play, which is great to spray around. Yeah, if you unfortunately don't have a car right now and you have access to one of the train stations, then you can just jump on. Even with an ODM gear, you can jump on the moving train even if you don't have a station itself. So that could be a really good option if you don't have any other better option to use the train and then just jump off last second. But you do need to have the ODM gear. That is pretty quintessential when it comes to pulling off that rotate. Here we go though, Vale. Looking to rotate his way the hell out of Pachinki against Red Hat and Lobby. He's able to make it out, though. Cappy and Zedu are also going to be joining the fray in Pachinki itself. And I think, yeah, Red Hat is definitely aware of their location. Gotta be careful, though, Zedu. Don't peek too much. You know, Red Hat, he's locked on this corner. If you peek over just a second too long, his helmet is just going to get blown right off.
And that would be a problem. I mean, that's a bit of an understatement, but it would be a problem. Yeah.
Not great. You know what? Headshot,
not great.
When it happens to you, wouldn't recommend it.
Very true. You know what I also wouldn't recommend?
Playing with me?
No. Well, that, but also...
Yeah,
I'm kidding, guys. Chat, I'm kidding. No, but like, the MG3 boys are without an MG3. Highly unrecommended. Like,
they can't keep getting away with this!
They can't! No, they really can't. Last night, it was only one of them at a time had the MG3. What is going on? We need to be seeing you chasing down those crates until you both get MG3s, because then what's the point?
Or you just play in the mode area, you win, and then that's how you get the MG3.
You know what, Max? I love PUBG Mobile. There is a sports car next to a dinosaur buggy. Like, what are we doing? It's fantastic, but what are we doing?
But is it a Shelby, though?
No, it's not. I think it was a Bugatti or something.
No.
I know. Yeah.
No.
Oh, no cars for you, lads. Time to get in, try and find some gas cans, I guess, because there ain't going to be another vehicle here for you.
Not ODM gear. Get the hell out of there.
Yep.
Get some loot in Cube Compound. Over here, though, final duo is going to be Do Like Poe and Rishab.
hi.
This is on the southern eastern one. Or was it on the northern? No, this is the northern train station. So actually, they're going to be looking to move away. No car, only the ODM gear, which is completely fine. Again, you can build that momentum. That is the swirl attack,
So good.
which
Oh.
is good against Titans. Against humans, though, I have never seen it hit so far.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. I haven't really tried it that much, but I would be interested to see how it really does work. Oh, Rishaw's back with the creepy spider backpack. Love to see that. I do want to see them use the gear to then switch into parachute downhill and glide. We saw a tiny bit of that a second ago, but that was actually a really cool move. But it does look like a lot of these teams are centering up into Pachinki. Got a lot of that action going on here, and Merci and Gogurt, they're gonna be in a little beetle. They're gonna just be bugging around here.
Okay, this skin is fun, though.
It's so much fun. I love it.
There's no Shelby, which is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Like, it's just so cute and vintage and adorable.
Okay, steady finish, yes or no? I'm saying
Yes.
no.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, well, I win, I guess. I'll take that.
You win.
A dub is a
GG's.
dub is a dub. Okay,
Yep.
I'll take it.
So true.
Mercy and Goga, again, though, just playing the southern side. They don't want to fight anyone. If they they are
No.
just allergic to engagements and bullets,
Yeah.
which I think everyone is allergic to bullets to some extent.
True.
I heard they're not
poisoning's
great
not
for your
great.
health. Yeah.
Yeah. Lead poisoning, not good. Not a good thing at all.
Do bullets have lead in them? Do they?
They
We're just
used
saying
to.
that.
I think they do now. Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
actually. I'm thinking it's not like water pipes are like, oh, it's very bad for your health if there's lead in it. It's like, no, actually, like it's even better.
Yes. Most
Technically.
bullets contain lead, so yes.
Good. Okay, so also
I just
poison
Googled
damage.
it.
I see.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, look
interesting.
at that.
Gothilla TV able to confirm that elimination onto HK7 though. Waiting for that smoke to also dissipate maybe when that happens. Actually, no, I was going to say Gothilla could throw a nade, but he has no utility whatsoever. He has the ODM gear. And I would say, actually, if he can make his way on top of the train tracks, that could be kind of an epic gamer moment. But no, I think he's just going back to his car. Looking to maybe just rotate the hell out of here. Baseball did pop again, so a lot of teams and solos are going to be looking to make their rotation happen. Manazir, though, looking to leave the fight away from Kopiakole and Janika. And he is going to be able to make it a little bit further in the Pachinki fields, but there's so many teams around him now that I don't know if Manazir is going to be able to make it out alive here, Nep. The wide rotate is initiated, so maybe they can just make it in and survive a bit longer.
I don't feel like that's in the cards for this duo, though. Lotex and Bot, they're stuck,
no.
they're low, the car is smoking, and they've just run into another duo here. Both of them basically 1 HP, and Million Gaming going to be using that Molotov. That should get Bot. Yeah, there it goes. So Lotex just about able to get that, get the heal, get the knock, get the flush. Gets stuck on his teammate, though, so now he's down to 1 HP again, but there looks to be a third party coming in here. So Ultra now is unfortunately going to be taken out. Lotex doing a very easy and clean 1v2 there, but unfortunately for him, Bottom Slayer is down, so it's just going to have to be a duo, a
I don't know if
solo.
you saw that, but Bots of Slayer almost eliminated his teammate because he was
I
going against the
saw.
wall and he blocked his movement. That was
Yeah.
like, that could have gone so wrong, but luckily enough,
That
it did
could have
work
gone
out
so
and worked to
badly.
get himself at least those 2 eliminations in that clutch. Steph, Varley just going to be going for a big old peek over that ridge with the S12K, if I'm not mistaken, which is an interesting weapon to have there against that, but perfectly cooked grenade from Steph.
Oh.
And that is going to be just baby sent right to an early grave. Solso
Ooh, almost.
just going to get pushed up by Varley. Got to be careful. We don't want to give him 2 1v1s here.
So far.
Okay. Big damage, but again, third party
Nice.
from the eastern side, and that is going to
Oh, wow.
be the end of Solso and their teammate. Unfortunately for this game, we'll see them in match number 2, but Red Hat and now Lobby are also looking to encroach on the circle themselves.
Yes, they are. Got a couple of those elims coming in here. Donya and Baba coming in as well with just those 2 elims. Oh, need to be careful that they don't get eliminated here. Might just be the end of the road. Yes, it is. And that's going to be the MG3 boys coming in there. And Lobby. It's all
3 and 4.
Lobby.
Yeah, I think he was prone down, which at that kind of range, when you're prone with an M4 and you have like all the perfect attachments,
Oh, yeah.
it is just a laser beam. It is
So
you just
good.
laser down your opponents pretty much instantly. And you know that when you give in the hands of players like Red Hat or Lobby,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
in for a really bad time. So that was a great play from them. Unfortunately, they were just not quite aware of their position over in Pochinki. Vale and Steph now, their job was made just a little bit easier. They don't have too much competition on Pochinki Hill. Now they need to think about the next step, which is how the hell do we leave this spot and go in the circle? Because the only position they could realistically go into right now, Nep, is or you just send in the fields and try and survive, or you push into Red Hat and Zidu's duos in Pochinki itself. You could go technically to the west, but do they really want to go there when there's so many teams? I'm not sure, but they aren't really any good options. There's just lesser bad options, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, that does indeed. I'm surprised how many solos there are still left in the lobby or the match, actually, because we just saw there, before we moved back over to Pochinki, there were like 3 different solos all in the south side of the zone they're trying to move in, so could see some backstabs coming in from some of those solos, maybe, possibly, especially if those duos are all looking at each other. They're not expecting a solo to come out of the woodwork. So we'll see how that goes for them. Meanwhile, lobby Red Hat. I mean, Red Hat had to get himself back up. He was knocked, but they're back to a duo. Ah, never mind. Pepito gonna be taking out Manazir there, and he's gonna be taken out there. So that's our first solo down, Max. It's not looking like there's much more he can do.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
That was the only thing that came to mind. Big old womp womp for them. Mighty Sky and Issa. I'm actually surprised that they have the 2 different sides, because if you get crashed, you can't really defend it too easily. So I would say maybe Issa should regroup onto Mighty Sky, or then Mighty Sky regroups onto Issa and kind of leaves Orko and Can Gaming. Just go for that push. You got to make a decision here. I don't think committing to 2 buildings is really the best option for that duo. Gopi and Janika, again, 0 eliminations to their name. Very, very passive. Are going to be forced into taking this fight. You can't avoid it this time, Copier. You have to commit. You have to go for the push. You have to do something this game. And now they're just using a bunch of smokes trying to survive. So it seems like their game plan here is just placement points. We want to get as many as we can. In positions like this, especially when, again, the circle of Phase 6 just moves away from you, you have to go for a fight. We need to see it happen.
I mean, I will say, though, they've both got level 1 helmets. And in a lobby like this, that is basically end game. That's like, death sentence for them. So I understand the hesitancy. It kind of feels like they've been run out of town the entire map. And they've been just trying to find a place to settle, and no one's giving them any space, which I feel might account for the passivity, the amount of smokes, the kind of running around that they're doing. Maybe next game they can be a little bit more sort of subdued and stationary, and maybe just a little bit more grounded, perhaps is the word that I'm looking for there. As Pepito's just going to move straight in, center a zone, or edge a zone rather, going straight to the Harry Potter Tower. Looking for a way in. Oh, nearly goes on out, but just survives enough to stay up a little bit longer.
Really good detail. Also, he instantly popped the medkit, making sure that if a grenade was being cooked and thrown his way, he still would have had enough time to fully heal up to 100% HP. So there was definitely some really good timing on that medkit. Zeldu and Cappy have been on this rooftop for like eons and eons by now. Like, they've been here for a bloody long time. As now Vale in the distance with their teammate are just looking to survive with that smoke, but the moment it dissipates, I think you're just going to get lasered on through by Zidu and Cappy. So you better be careful. Get on the move if you can, but with that broken car. Actually, do they have the Titan Serum? That would be super useful. Okay, they're just playing Farming Simulator right now. Orko and Khan, that was not even fair. 2 easy points. Now making their transition in circle, but the blue zone is ticking hard. Are they going to make it?
Oh, they might just. They do, but the rest of the lobby is going to make sure that they don't. Oh, that was the blue zone. Okay, I was going to say, that's a wild
Me too.
spray.
I was like,
no.
That was stick, but no. It was the blue zone.
Vale? Is he Vale or Vale tonight? We'll have to see. Oh, he is the bush. He's not a bush. Vale it is.
Vale the bush, my favorite bush. But actually, Steph the grass, able to get himself his first elimination of the game. Really well done in that fight. Good angle. And one cool thing for Steph, everyone is going to fight each other over to the east.
Yes.
And he's the sole survivor over to the western side. So as of right now, he can just chill in that position and you'll be good to go. He's chucking a lot of utility just in case someone was in that building. Better safe than sorry. I respect the play, but
yeah, there's no
right now, you got to start crawling your way in the circle, because actually no one is in the circle itself, so everyone's going to start moving. And wait, they're sharing the same building as Pepito. I just realized on the minimap, I was like, wait a second, I did not compute. They're sharing a Harry Potter tower between 3 players, a duo and a solo. That's kind of mad.
That's interesting, but it's one of those things where they can't really do much about it because everybody else around them is going to have a say on it. So they kind of got to just sit still. But it's one of those things where Steph, I mean, he's moving out now, but I feel like Steph really has to wait for everybody else to make a move because otherwise he will get spotted quite quickly. Now you're starting to see teams having to move in. He can just kind of belly crawl his way in and see what happens. I mean, Gogurt actually has a really good what's the word?
Container, yeah.
Gatekeep position a little bit. I mean, he also has to move in, but like he's got really clear sightlines on a lot of these duos.
It's a good transitionary gatekeeping position. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Much. Oh, Cappy, Zidu looking to go. Are they going to cut? Oh, you took too long here. You're taking so much blue zone damage.
Bruh.
Zidu going to go right for that crate of go. Actually, no way. He's just going to. He's just driving. He's trying to be a movable target, trying to be really hard to hit. Cappy will be dropped down to his knees. Pepito is going to be eliminated by the blue zone. Are we going to be seeing Orko 20 make it to the circle? I'm not sure. He's ticking hard. And the blue zone will be claiming his life. Does not make it through. And Zidu able to just cling on to life. Goga taking too much blue zone damage, and they will be getting that chicken dinner. Vale and Zidu are going to be, actually no, Zidu and Cappy, sorry, big mix up there, are going to be getting the first chicken dinner of the evening. It was kind of a mess at the end there. Everyone just trying to like send it last second. And they were to snatch the position away from, who was it, Steph over to the west, which is why I got a bit confused. But no, Steph could have won it, but the drive-by was just the game-winning play.
I'm so confused that even worked. That was the messiest, most just like uncoordinated push out of a building I've almost ever seen.
I mean,
and it
everyone.
worked.
Yeah, everyone is just like, everyone's just rotating on top of each other. It was an absolute spaghetti fiesta. I could not keep track of who was where. It's just everything was happening so quickly and so late. With like that blue zone was the true MVP net, right?
Yeah, it really was. It took out a lot of victims, but hey, it is what it is. The luck of the draw, and Vale. Nope, not even Vale. For goodness sake, the winning team. No, not Steph.
Zidu and Cappy.
Thank you. Yes, Zidu and Cappy, not Steph and Vale. God, I'm doing your thing
see?
now.
It's not just me.
Yeah. No, it's not just you. No. But Cappy and crew, they did some good stuff. I mean, they stayed in that building for the longest time, right? And that really did help in that position. The zone just kept going their way, and they were able to do a lot of gatekeeping with that. So a few points, not the most amount of points we saw in that game, but definitely enough to kind of boost that win.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just get a little bit lucky, right? And you do get yourself a really good building that's just going to be there until the very, very late game, and you're just going to get an easy ticket to that top 3 scenario. So good for Zidu and Cappy on that game. Yeah, and actually, in the leaderboards, I don't remember where they were before this one. I'll have to actually, I have the past leaderboards here that I can take a look. Where were they? Zidu, they were in top 3 with 41 points. So that means the high likelihood here, Nep, that we're going to have a new first place team in Zidu and Cappy, and we are then going to be checking out the leaderboards. And indeed, it is going to be the case. Zidu and Cappy will be your first place team after 4 matches worth of games with a total of 61 points. And especially with the placement points, they're just completely destroying it, making it to every single late game teams.
Yeah. They are, and it's one way to win, right? It's one of those things where you want to get that consistency. You are seeing those ties start to come through. The leaderboard is getting smaller and smaller. Only 3 points between Zidu and Cappy and Star Captain Naruto, Pepito Zazua. So they're starting to really, really bunch up, and this is where it gets really interesting because you have the combination of this really small gap between a lot of these teams, and now coming into those double elimination points for elimination. So that's where we're going to be heading into the next game and the last game. And I think this is going to be where it gets very, very interesting.
Yeah, I think we're going to see people just completely changing their playstyle and approach to the game where they're just going to be sending it every single bloody time to get those eliminations. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for those last 2 matches. But you know what I can also get pretty interested into right now is the brand new collaboration happening right now in PUBG Mobile. The PUBG Mobile X Attack on Titan collaboration is now live. If you want to become a Titan yourself, which if you watch the anime, it's maybe not a great thing, but in-game it's a great thing. It's broken. Check out this promo video and then you'll know how to do that yourself. By the way, what you just saw in that video, it is not just like a cool CGI video. Like you can actually have that happen in game. You have like near the military island, you do have the boats ready to shoot at the Colossal Titan, and you can get the animation somewhere. Yeah, so I haven't done it myself. There's a special way to unlock it, I believe. I think it's one of those things where you maybe got to get a certain amount of wins. I think that might be, but you can see the boats just ready to shoot over to the western side of Military Island. So definitely go in game right now, activate the animation, and tell us how you feel about it down in the comments. But Nep, getting ready for the second game. Game plan, double points per elimination. What are you doing?
Yes, hot drop.
I mean, everyone's hot dropping. Give me something. Yeah, something more.
Okay, all right. I'm using the trains a lot more because I think everybody's kind of looking at them. I'm either camping a train station or some sort of like, pressure point where a lot of those trains are coming through, or I'm actually on the trains themselves like we were doing earlier and just trying to get through and get as many as those people as you can. That would be my thing. What about you?
I want to see a brand new strat being developed here in this mode, which is we have one player with the ODM gear, one player as backup support, right? Also with an ODM gear, possibly. And if you want to go for a push on a team or solo, you have that one player with the ODM gear, just send it, and you have your player behind you backing you up as you transition. Because again, you're pretty vulnerable once the animation ends. And I think that would be one way to really give solid and strong support to your teammates. And then once that position is locked down, they support you as you use your own ODM gear to make your way towards their spot. So I think that would be a cool way to do it. But again, we have seen that some duos don't have that 10 out of 10 synergy and communication Niptura in this tournament. So
true.
Again, maybe I'm asking for too much, but no, we do esports. So that's what you get.
What happens. Yeah. We want peak content, peak entertainment, peak strats all the way around. So I am interested to see how this one goes. We've seen a lot of action. We've seen a lot of hot drops. We've seen a lot of eliminations. We've seen a lot of very cool nade plays and things like that as well. But with the double points coming in here, it feels like either everybody's going to go more aggressive or really back off, right? Because not only are the elims the ones that you get points for, but your own elim all of a sudden now is worth double the points it was. So that is also making it a little bit more dangerous to actually play the game.
Actually, that means every team technically can be worth, 12 points? Because you get 3 lives each. If you get the revive from going into mode, you get respawned by your teammate, and you get eliminated an extra third final time. 12 points total per squad. If you, get them all 3 times they get revived. It's kind of mad.
That's insane.
Like, we are going to see some crazy, crazy numbers, I think, coming up on the leaderboards after this match. And now more than ever, if you are supporting, a creator or duo that has not been doing great so far, this is the time to be in the chat and spamming their net. Okay, don't spam it too much, okay? Niptura might ban you.
Chill.
She's a mod. Be careful. Chill.
I got my hammer.
Okay, she's a bit brutal, guys, but I swear she's nice. And hopefully she doesn't ban you. But yeah, please support them. Tell us who you're going to be rooting for our last 2 matches with a double points per elimination rule set, because it is going to get wild over in those train stations. And again, I am waiting to see the attack titan being used. Again, if you want to use the attack titan, you need to go from one train station on the train to the other train station, and that's how you get the attack Titan serum, which is kind of broken. I haven't used it yet because I just don't survive in the hot drop, but I've heard it's pretty cracked.
Yeah, so have I. I really want to experience it myself as well. Maybe we need to do a few more of those hot drops to really see what it's all about, and do some more train rides, right? I mean, the vibes are great on those trains. It's just a nice little jaunt through the countryside. It's awesome. I love it. And if I could get a Titan on the end of that, heck yeah. So definitely we're going to have to go and do that. Hopefully we see these players do it inside a game. And why are you giggling?
I'm just giggling because I'm like, oh yeah, you can become this massive Titan, like just obliterate your opposition. No one will be able to stand up against you. But train is pretty good, though.
But train, yeah.
But yes, choo-choo, it's cool.
Choo-choo.
It's just funny because you got like 2. But actually,
Literally.
The trains are pretty crazy when you use them
They
properly.
are fun.
I would love to see a finish where we actually have an ending on a train station, like not the big ones, but like one of the smaller ones. And have just like a team come in just crashing with the train and everything, and then take a massive 2v2 fight. That would be peak content. I would love to see that happening. Maybe even Varley jumps off the train with his ODM gear, just gets a nice DBS shot as he's just flying by.
That was iconic.
Now that would be put in like the top 10 clips of 2025. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
But again,
I
we need
wonder
to
if
see
that
it
already
happen.
has. I wonder if that already has 1 million views on TikTok.
Oh, possibly.
Right?
I mean, I posted on my
It's that
story,
good.
so it's already got 1 million
I
views
need
alone
to.
there.
Yeah,
No, it
that's
doesn't.
true. You have so many followers. It's amazing. It's crazy.
I don't like that sarcasm. Yeah. I feel attacked. It's not great. Okay. Hey,
You have about 4. You have 3/4 more than me. Is that how that works? 300% more than me. Wait. Can we move on? Is it time for the game, guys? Production?
What is happening? Jesus Christ. Oh my, okay. Hey, but you know what? I'm happy to say
I was
yesterday
trying
I
to
got
compliment.
1 extra follower. So if that's you watching this right now, thank you. Mucho appreciate. I don't know. It's just, every day we're going to say how many 1 extra follower we get, and we're just going to say their
Yeah.
names. Like
Yeah.
we have a Patreon.
Shout out. Yeah. That'd be awesome, actually. That'd be actually so much fun. You just pick 1 random follower a day to be on like your Instagram story or something, and kind of go, "Hey, thanks for the follow, this guy." You know?
He's a cool guy. Thank you very much. Appreciate
Pretty
it. And he
nifty.
follows. It's just like
Oh.
happens. Oh, that's fine. But anyways, looking at our duos, Niptura, okay, because as we already said, with the double points per elimination rule set applying for these last 2 matches of today and of the entire tournament, actually, do you have a duo that you think are they're just gonna dominate with this rule set?
Star
Or even
Captain
just a
and
player.
Naruto.
Okay.
Just those two. I feel like they did some really good stuff in the last evening's matches. I think they're good fraggers anyway. Their synergy's not always there, as they said in the interview yesterday, but I feel like their fragging power is enough where they could probably just kind of do their own thing, get away with it, and get those double points.
I mean, even Captain yesterday during the interview, right at the end of the show, said, "Oh yeah, we're heavily going to focus down these last 2 matches to try and get as many points off of those eliminations as humanly possible." So it makes sense to highlight those guys. I want to see. You know what? I don't think they're going to win. Like, there's almost no chance they're going to win because they're playing as a solo. But Munazir, if they can get like a few clutches with this rule set, they could get like it really high on the leaderboard. So
I mean, he got like 4 points in that last game, so
You
I
could
mean,
get 8
easily
this
8.
match.
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, so Munazir, keep doing your thing. Lady Foul, why are you not here?
Yeah.
Next time we do these Legends Rise event, you better be here, or otherwise we'll come for you. That was not a threat, okay? Just not get me in trouble.
Yeah, that's
I'm joking. It's a joke.
That's him. Wait, that's him.
These desks.
I thought we were getting in game, bro.
I'm having a great time. Now, we are loading right now for the game. We're going to get into the match very soon. Right now, let's go.
Yeah.
Perfectly timed production.
Oh, look
my
at you.
Goodness, here we go, and here we have it. The playing path is going to be from Severny down to Novo Repnoye. Everyone says only Nova. Full name is Novo Repnoye. How do you say that? How do you say that one fully?
Novo?
No, the full name.
I don't.
Like,
Yes, I know the full name. I don't think I've ever actually said the full name. It's just
Me
been
neither.
Novo.
I
I've
just
said
realized when-
Sosnovka, and like I learned that fairly recently, and then I was like, yeah, Sosnovka sounds so cool. So I just say Sosnovska, but like, or Millie, but like Novo, no idea.
Novo Repnoye.
Nova Repnoya. Yeah, Novo.
Nova. Yeah, Nova's better. We'll just stick to Nova. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
We'll play it safe. Actually, this plane is way better than the previous one because you have access to the 2 train stations.
Yes.
You can actually kind of split the lobby 50-50 if you want. But I think I can already see how many colors we have on the first train station here, Neb. That's way more than 50%. I think. I think we've got a lot of people up northwest.
Oh dear. That's looking interesting. That's very grim. There are a few more colors coming over to the second one than last game, though, to be fair. So we do have it slightly more even, but yeah, definitely a huge amount of teams onto that first hot drop. I'm counting
Oh, that mini map.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different teams there. I mean, half the lobby, basically. More than half is going to be up onto the north side here. So kind of crazy, kind of insane. Let's see how they get on with it.
Come on, Copy Collet. He's cooking that nade. Oh. Wait, who? That was Mighty Sky's nade that just got him.
Yeah.
Okay, he started cooking that nade first, though. I'm kind of... Okay.
Imagine.
Are you sure? He got out-naded by the Mighty Sky. Solsto only got a knife in hand, unfortunately. Not quite the loadout you want to clutch it up. We'll see if they can make their way back into a position where they can find themselves a weapon. As HK also looking to push their way forward into this big building. One of the main buildings, actually, when it comes to loot in this entire hot drop location. Or the train station itself. You got 3 big fights, one to the west, one over to the northeastern side, and one on the southern edge of the drop location. Seems like we are just losing players left, right, and center. They're just dropping down like flies. ODM gear has been secured by Lobby, so you can now go for those quick, nice rotates in the sky. As of right now, Million Gaming, though, going for a big push with the Thompson. Nade is going to be doing a lot of work onto his HP bar, and he's going to be dropping down also to the hands of Issa. Then that's going to be an instantaneous flush. Issa, cool skin on the AKM also. Will be getting some extra loot under their belt. Same for Mighty Sky. Also is looking so good. Actually, wait a minute. 4 eliminations, meaning because of the double points per elimination, they are up to 8 points in eliminations alone. And we know there's a very high chance we're going to see way more points coming their way. If it's placement points or eliminations, it doesn't matter. But they are on for an absolute ringer of a match.
My goodness me. What's going on? What's going on? There's a whole lot of carnage going on. That's what I'm seeing.
She says what's going on because she went to get water. That's what she did.
Excuse you. Who's leaking our DMs right now? Who is leaking our DMs? That is crazy work. Somebody cancel this guy, please. Like, what the heck? Bruh. But he right. Anyway.
Yeah, it was oh, how dare you? You're right, but you're out of line. How dare you?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Listen, I'm thirsty, all right? It's a lot of talking. But Star Captain up with... Yeah. 2 elims, 4 points on the board. Ultra, 1 elim, 2 points on the board. I love how this game works. It's awesome. It's very cool. But Ultra's looking for that 3rd and 4th point very quickly here. Possibly. He can hear them up top. But at least these walls, these walls provide so much cover, actually. So he's able to just run around. Yeah. Oh, Chocoholic going on down. And that's going to be a double knock for this duo. Somebody's got a self-revive, it looks like. That's why they're not gone out immediately. But they're not going to let Chocoholic be the one to go on, or get back up, rather. HK goes down now. 5 eliminations on the board for Slayer and Lotex. And Max, I kind of feel... like, actually, that's insane. Like, we've actually been sleeping on them a little bit. Like, they have really been popping off in these hot drops. Yeah,
I think that they're a little bit angry after Bots of Slayer almost eliminated their teammate by just hugging that wall on the Harry Potter tower. But yeah, they're up to, what is that now? 12 points if you do the double point rule. So they are shredding it this match. They just became the meat grinder in these last 2 matches, it seems. They just turned their aggressiveness, the 2 words are work fine, up to 11. I remember I said aggressivity once during PMWC, and I was given smack by the other talent. But I'm like, it's a word. It's in the dictionary. It exists. I swear. I know it sounds very French when I say it, but geez, it's a real word.
I'm still not convinced. You looked it up and everything, and I'm still not convinced.
I did,
but that's just me.
I'm gonna Google it again. Wait.
Not Vale. Vale's just Vale again. What's going on, Vale? You gotta be Vale again. But we'll have to wait a little while longer for that. Solzo and Just Baby chilling. 0 elims, not chilling actually. As Pepito goes ahead and takes out Solzo there. Just Baby's next on the list of names to cross out. Are they going to be able to do it with that Molotov? Not quite. I mean, Just Baby does have an Uzi in hand, but less than half HP is not going to be a great look. And yeah, that's going to be a really nice little nade just to pop off there. And Just Baby going to be going on down, getting taken out. Oh, but Star Captain actually going to be thirsting that one up, right? Finishing off and getting smacked in return. My goodness me. Did not realize that Zazua was so close. Pepito is down, so there's like a whole bunch of third parties going down here. Naruto now is down as well. That's going to be that self-revive coming through here, hopefully for him. Mighty Sky, though, with those Molotovs. Issa with those Molotovs. Zazua getting burned to a crisp. Down he goes. My goodness me, it's just chaotic.
He's like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. This is my car. I am staying here, even if it means death. And, well, it did spell death and no destruction at the end here for him. But you know what? Diffling stood his ground. I can give him that much. Zidu, looking to control one of the respawn towers, it seems. Not sure if he's going to stop here and call it a day or if he's going to keep going forward. No, he's going to be going here. Meaning that if Happy does go down, that's going to be an instant revive. Unless they already got eliminated twice, which I don't think that happened, but we'll have to see if that is the case later on in this match. Red Hat Lobby up to 3. On the lower side, actually. You know, you did talk about them in Aptura that they could do so well with a double points per elimination. Here against Baba and I'm Donya, definitely not an easy duo to take down. We heard the footsteps of Donya. Is she going to be able to make that fight work out in her favor, or is she just going to maybe regroup with her teammates? Oh, Lobby and Red How looking to take this in a 1v2. They are pushing her together. Good team.
Not the synergy. Crazy work. Really nice stuff coming in from them. Stop giggling in the back. I hear you.
No, synergy. Are they talking to each other? That's cheating.
That's insane. Unheard of. Mics, comms, in-game? Nah. I prefer silence. But yeah, so Livino, Cebu, again, a team we keep wanting to see more from. A team we've seen more from in the past, but this time around, just not able to get the dominant performance that we're used to seeing from them. As soon as I say that, though, Danya does go on down, and Baba follows her very, very quickly. Oh, wait, Danya's knocked down. She is not knocked. She's just very prone right now, and very low. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be her taken down now. That's going to be their first elimination on the board. A few minutes into game here. Poe is having a rough time. Tries his best with that rifle, but not going to happen. Gets flushed out immediately. And I think, Max, that's another side effect of the double points, right? Is you're not going to be allowed to survive.
Yes, you're going to be worth even more, so people are going to be even more willing to fight you and push you down. Actually, I want to talk about Livino and Sevu. I feel like a lot of the fights we've seen them take, Nep, have been them third partying, which is a good way to play. I'm not this is not a dig at them. I just feel like I've seen that happen a few times in a row, where I'm like, that seems like their game plan. And to be fair, by doing so, you're taking very minimal risk and you're getting possible higher outcomes, because you might just take fights versus two squads that are wounded, maybe even more if you time it right. So actually not a bad strat. It's not been super successful so far, but it seems like that's definitely the game plan they are going to be adopting for these last two double points per elimination matches. It's also now being solo, not saying the name, just saying in a 1v1. As they are looking to take the fight. Big jump through from Steven, and he's going to be taking that one to the bank. An extra 2 points now to their name. But just baby, hey, there we go. Camping the respawn beacon. That's going to be an instant revive.
Nice.
GG's.
Well played, well thought out, well strategized. Now I do want to see Aquo, how he's going to be on these tracks. Okay, the buggy doesn't mind them. So I'm not sure when it is that the car just rejects the tracks or whatever, but we'll see. Maybe a little bit clearer later on in the evening. As Livino. Oh, the quick flicks over there with the shotgun. 1 HP. Doesn't take him down. Red Hat, too good. And the wraparound as well from his teammate. So that's Livino taken on down very, very quickly there. Low-Tech's doing some more stuff as well, taking down Pepito and Zasuo there. That's another thing to go on. Captain 4 eliminations, but he doesn't know Zedu is here. Naruto needs to be rezzed. Okay, wait, he's seen that vehicle.
Yeah, he knows someone's here. He's like, or someone is here, or a fight happened. But the thing is, if Captain goes out now, there's no revive. Like, he's done.
Yeah, and I think he knows that.
Team. So I would say, yeah, calling it a day is definitely the best option, because you're not in control of that situation. You may go for the revive.
Absolutely.
You are in need of going for that push, and you're going to put yourself in a really desperate situation. So I think that is definitely a smart play. Just go for another respawn location, and that is definitely going to be the safer option available for you. Big nade from Steph, though. Trying to hold the staircase down for a little bit longer. I'm just trying to control that elevation piece. Steph. Uzi, AKM. I don't know. It doesn't seem like an amazing loadout to go for 1v2. But he's still going to give it a fair shot.
And I can't believe that all of this is in the first zone. Like, we've just gotten into zone 2 right now. There's been so much action. I'm like thinking it's going to be way, way smaller, but it's really not. We are centering over on Pachinki again, though. There's still lots of other things to play for. You got Gakka, you got School, Rozhawk, all of those trains in between as well. And for the most part, it does look like most of these teams are going to actually be able to get into zone fairly easily.
It should be. Yeah, it's pretty nice. When
Nice.
it comes to their position. That's going to be a decent bit of utility there. Forcing the opposition to retreat just slightly. And Mighty Sky, I don't know if they're just being denied the res, or if they just don't have the meds right now to heal themselves up to full HP. There you go, they're pushing. Why are you pushing first?
Why?
Literally have no HP. That
and
was
the
an
other guys,
interesting
and
decision.
Issa's got DBS.
Okay, yeah.
Whoa!
Okay, it worked out in the end, but like that, there should have been a little bit of a reverse of roles there. Like Issa should have been the one pushing upstairs, in my opinion, or they're just using Mighty Sky as a meat shield.
A milk shield?
A milk shield.
How does that work? A milk shield.
I don't know. No, I just
I don't know.
Air Force One.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, I want
I'm
to
just
meat
asking.
shield. Come on, you knew what I was trying to say, okay? I just blurbed it out.
I
said milk.
did. I did, but it's fun to tease. Anyway,
Milk and cookies.
got milk and cookies. Anyway.
People that don't know what we're talking about because
have no
I have
idea.
I have the Father Christmas voice pack, and
It's
one
so
of his
good.
voice lines is "Got milk and cookies," and I just spam that every time.
It's so funny. It makes me laugh
time.
every time. It's so funny. Got milk and cookies. Okay.
Yeah, and,
anyway.
and instead of saying no, the voice line says naughty, and that's peak. That's great content. It's too late though; you can't get it anymore. You might have to wait until December. But yeah,
Oh, so sad because I do need that in my life. Actually, once I figure out how to actually equip voice packs, because I got the Lily Pichu one, and I haven't been able. I've been trying. I've tried like 3 different times, and I looked it up and everything, and it still won't save. So, yeah, maybe you need to show me after this because
I'll show you when we play
thanks,
later.
please.
I'll show you how it's done.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks.
You're welcome. First world problems, guys. Okay. Can't activate my
All of my voice packs that I bought with all of my money, they don't equip, man. I'm kidding. Anyway,
I feel so sad for you. Anyways, Orko,
Yeah.
focusing on something that actually matters. Looking to go 1v2.
the sats.
It's Red Hat and Lobby. Levino
Yeah.
is on the southern side. He's just looting every
Oh,
little
I hear a
thing
Titan.
in this building. Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard stompies. Stompy stomp.
Oh, it shows he's in a car. I think it shows that you're in a car on the minimap.
Oh.
Oh. Which again, technically is accurate. Like, you can get in a Titan, so it is a meat mecha.
But look, this is what we were talking about. Lobby and Red Hat, equal points right now. 16 points just in eliminations.
It feels like they're competing against each other. They're like,
Yeah.
you know what? We know we're going to be first place again, but I just want to beat my teammate. So
Yeah.
they're going to try and do it. Orko, trying to cook that nade. Does he have enough time to throw it out and get the perfect explosion? It does not do any damage, unfortunately, to his 2 opponents. Up on over. Go over to the shotgun once more. Can he get at least a knock? No, he cannot. And he will be reviving his way back over to Can Gaming later on down the line. Nice try, but unfortunately it was not meant to be. And actually, wait, you didn't respawn naturally. Was that his second life?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, maybe the game plan is just send him back into the mode area and try and get eliminations if you can, just to get the double points per limb, and then we'll just instantly revive. That's a good game plan.
That's
I
really
respect
good.
it. Yep.
To be honest, I think we've seen that from several teams where it's like that second life. Your top fragger actually does go into the mode again, and the other one kind of camps the respawn, because we have been seeing a few of those solos just kind of hovering around those areas. And so, yeah, I think that might have been the plan for a lot of these teams.
You can go even deeper in that, then. What you could do is once a revive happens, the person that's got no more extra life camps the respawn beacon,
Yeah.
and the other player then goes for the push and like just tries to 1v2 and stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I kind of
Not bad.
respect it. I
Yeah,
respect
it's not bad.
Not even kind of. I respect it. I don't know why I said it. I kind of respect it. I fully respect it.
Kinda.
100% respect.
Wow.
Wow.
Got the
That's a lot
max
coming
stamp
from
of
me.
approval. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of rare.
Nice. Yeah, kind of.
And on Shark, all right
Ooh!
through that little tree. Loki, sit down.
Titan.
Not working out. Oh, there we go. That's the attack
Heck yeah.
item, right? Yeah, it is. Eren
Is it?
Yeager. Yeah, he is Eren Yeager.
Ah.
Do you know
Okay.
that TikTok? You've probably seen it.
What?
You stink like a baka. Eren
Yes.
Yeager. Yeah, you see?
Maybe. Possibly.
It's good.
Lamau.
That one always makes me laugh. People that don't have TikTok are like, why is this? What? Baka? Eren
Who
Yeager?
doesn't
What is
have
he talking
TikTok?
about? I don't know. There you go. Vale. Gonna be in a world of hurt right now next to Steph. Behind that car. You might want to get away from that car. That
Oof.
is about to explode. Got the ODM gear. Trying to make his way to safety. Really good use of the ODM gear. Now
Lovely.
able to make their way over to the train tracks. They live to see another day.
Excellent. Really nice work there, using that gear to your advantage. And actually, I was trying to shoot somebody that was using it, like in the mid-air sort of animation. It's really hard to get a lock on them when they're flying through the air like that. So
It is.
it is really a good device to use if you're in a bit of a pinch, if you're in the middle of a firefight and it's getting a little too hairy. Just use that, and you shouldn't really be able to get caught.
Called a Levi Ackerman right there. Good read on the rotate. Just baby Solso. Again, they did get one revive onto Solso, so that was just baby able to revive their teammate. Wichinki still in play for now for Cappy and Zidu. It worked out great for them last game. I don't think it's going to be as successful this match, unfortunately. It is going to be moving high up north unless they get like 3-4 lucky circles in a row heading hard south.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking touching the edge of the circle every single time. But that is quite unlikely, so they need to start thinking about the next step, the next chapter of this game, what their game plan is going to be. As it does go high north, as we already saw a little bit earlier, and actually still got one main train track in play, so that could be interesting to see if anyone's going to be committing to the train-tation, I call it. Yep.
Sure, the train-tation. But I do hear it, speaking of, so yeah, there's a lot of that track still in play, and what's going to come out of that? Because you do see Vale on his own here, just trying to move through, but there's a lot of teams around him. Every time he tries and goes to a building, there's already somebody here. At least here, there is only Ultra, right? But Ultra's already making moves and kind of just like, oi, step away, sir. You don't want to be here. I'm not alone. Honest. Lobby, again, going through the same thing. So this is where some teams might start finding it a little bit tricky, right? You had those late game, or rather late fights in the hot drop. Vale! Can he be Vale? He's Vale with that escape plan. Nicely done there. Lobby might not be so lucky, though, because, again, a lot of peppering coming through.
Yep, really good reaction time. They already got 18 points.
Crazy.
Oh, be careful there. Car on the side for a little bit. Pulling a Magikarp as now Red Hat. They're getting close to Sunken City. Are they going to fully commit and breach it? I feel like they are. Yeah, they're going into it. They want a piece of this compound. They want a piece of the pie. And Vale now, Stock in hand, looking to take the fight or to leave. No, he's leaving, but he doesn't know there's another squad in the distance. He is not safe whatsoever. He's going to be able to find a safe haven in this spot. I'm not too sure because he is again spotted out and barely making it out. How is this guy alive? How?
Crazy. Insane work. Again, really hard to zero in on a player who's in the midst of that animation. I mean, they came pretty close, but just unable to find that last shot. So he lives to tell another tale, and he's actually inside with a nade in hand. So he's actually got a pretty good position there for himself against these other teams. It's just one of those things where I'm like, they're not going to push up, so it's looking a little stagnant.
I like how he arrived in a room with the ODM gear and he just had enough time to lock the door. He's like, okay, just safety precaution. Just making sure. No cheeky nade comes in just last second to just ruin all my work to make it here in the first place. Definitely some good... ODM gear, you know what? I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, can we like keep the ODM gear even like in update 3.9?
Honestly?
Can we extend it?
Can we please just have it forever? I would love that. It's pretty cool.
If you could bring back one feature from a past update, do you have one you'd bring back?
Ooh. You know, the one thing that keeps coming back to mind is the Spider-Man thing.
Ah, yeah.
But honestly, this is basically just a insane version of that. And so I would not mind keeping that. Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to have more boss fights. You know, we had the Ice Dragon a few patches ago.
Oh, that was so fun.
And I would love to have that, but it's a different boss. Like, imagine you're fighting a Titan, like the Colossal Titan from the Attack on Titan collaboration in like a big arena, like maybe around like the manga itself. Oh, that would be such a sick concept, actually. Yeah, boss fights, like we had that update, were amazing.
Yeah,
I feel like that I would love to see more of those in the future. Especially with these
100%.
IP collaborations. That'll be great. I saw an MG3 for like a split second. I don't know who had it though, but someone had an MG3.
Okay. I'll trust you. Let's see who had it in that Elam feed eventually, I assume. Levino and Sevu, again, only 1 point on the board. Looking a little low. Their tire's been taken out there. They just need to go a little bit further. I mean, they are in circle right now. This is one of my favorite spots on the map of Erangel. Just because of all these little dips and stuff. It's very fun, but it's very, very open. And you can see why that proves so challenging here, because there's just so many teams everywhere. And I think that's going to be a pretty good shot if he takes it. Surely you take it, right? Surely you take that. There's no way you don't. Okay, he doesn't take it. Red Hat.
Ooh.
Insane self-control there.
Triggered
I
this
thought that
one,
would have
yeah.
been very, very easy to elims, but okay.
I kind of like it because now they're going to get comfortable. They're like, no one shot at us from that compound. It must be free, right?
That's true.
Then when they're coming down, or maybe when they took a bit of damage and they're healing and they're being completely still, that's when you strike. Might be the idea. Million Gaming, Ultra. Also stuck
Okay, there we go, Red Hat.
2v2. Oh, did he get it?
No. Because he's got like a
Oh,
four
in the
time-
picture. Yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, 6 times. Sorry, 6 times on an AK is slightly insane of you, but sure.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Okay, that's... I know he's good when it comes to spray downs, but that's a bit...
That's a bit much, right? He was
bit too much.
trying his best to spray down Levino and Sevu, and it just wasn't working because it was a 6 times on an AK.
Ooh, Ultra, that is one bullet and you're gone. Aren't you just able to survive. Again, as you said earlier, Nep, right? It's really hard to aim at people using the ODM gear. He's able to make it out. Million Gaming, though. Big name coming on through. Not going to be able to hit anyone, it seems, right now. They're going to have to start thinking about leaving because they got 15 seconds before the next circle pops and then a few minutes to start thinking about how they want to leave. Though Lobby and Red Hat actually start wrapping around north of them, so they're going to be kind of pincer between 2 squads, Mighty Sky and Issa, then the MG3 boys, which is not a comfortable spot to be in.
Interesting. Manazir
Oh.
does go out, but again, not without a couple of eliminations, so
How many?
not
I
bad
didn't see.
at all. I didn't see how many exactly, but I feel like it's like at least 2. So, you know, it's not too bad. It's not the huge amounts that we're going to be seeing from a lot of these other squads, but for a solo in a squad tournament, it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's certainly more than some of these teams as well, right? Khan and Akko, they've just got 1. We saw Jenica and Copier as well with just those 1. Lobby and Red Hat have 10 right now. Just an insane strat.
The MG3 boys special.
Yeah, it's
I have to
true.
find a new name for them to be called after. Sevu is going to get the 1v2. There's no way. Oh my word. Okay.
Bruh.
I feel like Red Hat did not realize someone was pushing on him. He was, wait, what's
Yeah.
happening? Then woke up. He's going to get the res on his teammate. That's fine. Red Hat lobby again. Still doing well. And now 11 points. They got 22 points in 11.
Lol.
And Million Gaming's using... Wait, he's using the shop as
Oh, he
a bus.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is a really interesting circle, though, because Lobby and Red Hat are the only ones properly in zone, right? You do have Khan and Akko. They're on the very, very edge there. They are technically in zone, yes.
They're on the train station.
The rest of them... The train station, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The rest of them, completely out. And, I mean, it's very open inside the circle. So it's going to be an interesting thing to think about for sure when we're talking about how do you push in from this.
I would say Orko, you want to take his train station spot. Like, that is amazing. And they want to try and defend it because it's an amazing position to defend. Kar 98, 4-time scope for Copiacole. They have
Not
1
bad.
elimination for Janika. They get eliminated to Copiacole. If he goes out, it is GG's for him and his team. Lobby. You're just looking for that headshot here, Copier. Can he hit it, though? Because he's not in circle. I don't believe he has any car. Does he have the ODM gear? I'm not sure. He also, I have no clue if he has it. MG3, I knew someone had it. It is going to be Issa. The MG3 fully
done some good
reloaded
work.
and 1 extra bullet. So they got 1 clip, and that's all they're playing with. Here you go, looking for the push onto Million Gaming and Ultra. As Mighty Sky also has an amazing angle on that rooftop. Now they have to try and wrap up this fight. They need to put the nail in the coffin. They need to get that extra 2 points of Ultra for themselves before looking to make their own transition in the circle. Ultra is not going to be able to withstand that MG3 whatsoever. And that's going to be an extra 4 points on the board. Now there's to start moving in. As over to the west, so many teams need to move in. And not many are going to survive.
No, it's interesting that all of the teams moved in on the same side here, so you got a big cluster of 3 different duos all on this one little compound. The rest of them have to move in. There's a couple of teams really trying to gatekeep the MG3 boys as well, which is an interesting way to play this. But in the meanwhile, you do have Poe and Rizsha just moving on up. Chocoholic trying to keep them away, and keep them away they do. They're going to go back over to that eastern side. Oh, not without going very, very low.
He still has like 3 clips on that AR, so she needs to make it count. Getting so much damage done, actually. I'm really impressed with Chocoholic this game. She's doing so much good work, so many good sprays. And there you go. That one's going to be confirmed by Chocoholic. Yeah, Chocoholic got the elimination onto Cappy, so that's going to be the end of Cappy and their squad's opportunity of doing well this game. Still got a few eliminations for their troubles, but not quite as much as I think they expected, really. But again, without a car, Chocoholic and company, are they going to make it out? I'm not sure. Mercy, there's an amazing angle secured by Lobby. Not quite able to get that point, though. Well, those points, too, again. Points per limb. Are you going to push it up here, Lobby? Are you going to get a nade range? You have 2 nades. Maybe try and chuck that one, but no, he's going to play it safe, looking to move, because, again, they're not quite in the circle.
Very true, that. 6 points, though. Nice. I mean, it's six elims, 12 points, not bad to go out in top 9. It's not the end of the world, to be honest. And that's the beauty of the double points, right? Even if you go out a little bit early, there's still a big chance that you're going home with double-digit points. So, nicely done there. Lobby now trying to make a thing happen here. Merci goes out to that play zone and gets picked up by the play zone as well. So no point going over to anybody there. And all of a sudden, Max, we're just down to 4 last duos.
Yeah, there are going to be... Yep,
3 last duos.
Now we're at 3 last duos. Here you go, really solid angle here from Lobby. That's a 1, that's a 2. They do have the self-AD if they want to, because they didn't get instantly eliminated. But they're not going to give them enough time to use that self-AD. They're going for the big old push to confirm those points. There you go. And that's going to be the end of the line for them and the squad. 16 points!
Whoa!
For Lobby and Red Hat. You are kidding me. And now it's turned into a 2v2 versus Orko and Gaming Khan. Actually, I'm kind of surprised that Orko and Khan did not hold on to the high ground position of the train tracks. They went low ground instead. And now they don't even have the circle advantage. That's going to be going over to Red Hat specifically, which is currently the closest to the circle. But Khan's got the M79. Will be able to make a little bit of a smoke road.
Smoke road sometimes is all you need. But I think Lobby and Red Hat have their defenses against such things. So we'll see how they're going to play this. They go straight to those vehicles as the zone is going to start moving in a couple of seconds here. And I feel like Khan and Akko do need to move up pretty quickly. They can't be wasting too much time. When it comes to these sorts of games, these sorts of end zones, it's very, very, very precise on how you want to time this. And if you leave it too late, you're just automatically losing.
The thing is, Lobby and Red Hat are going to have more time to play outside of the zone because they're closer to the circle itself compared to Khan and Orko 20. So really, again, the ball is in the court of Red Hat and Lobby. They're the ones kind of deciding what to do with this late game. Khan and Orko, the train. Good evening. Again, it would have been so cool if someone was up there and it just get like rolled over as they're scraping down on someone. That would have been amazing. Orko stays out in the blue as an off angle. Such a risky play, and unfortunately, as we just witnessed, it did not pay off as intended.
I mean, Lobby's less than half health though, so
yeah, he's got meds. He's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing is Khan did not take advantage of that. I feel like he should have done a little more there. And Lobby and Red Hat, the MG3 boys, they're back in business, looking for that last player, last few bits and pieces of health, and there we go. MG3 boys back in style. A huge win for them.
18 eliminations. It's just so many points.
Wow.
It's not even funny, Nep. It's just they destroyed so many duos. It is not even funny. They destroyed
crazy.
9 duos, mathematically speaking, 9 duos. It may have, again, like respawned multiple times. But that is madness. So, yeah, 18 eliminations are here coming on board. Of course, that means that they get themselves a total of 36. 36, right? Yeah, I got that right. Calculated that one right. I was making sure. Did I Google it on the side just to make sure I was not saying absolute nonsense? Maybe I did. You'll never know. I did. I definitely did.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, Lobby, Red Hat, GG well play. And it's not like they had an easy game too right now because they were going from like solid ridge. And you say this is one of your favorite positions on a wrangle to play around. And their knowledge of the terrain was just perfect. It was on point.
Yeah. It was very, very good. I enjoyed every second of that. They knew exactly where to go. They knew exactly how to play it with those vehicles as well. And they just gathered that momentum and just shot it through the rest of the lobby. And yeah, that's a big, big win coming in there. Remember, 15 points going over for that win. So that's the placement points. Then you've got, what do you say, 36 elimination points?
What's the 15 placement points, right?
Interesting. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, do we
Wow.
give them $3.5K now? Like, do we just give them the money now? Because that's
feels
the
that-
record that's going to be hard to beat. I can tell you. What?
Yeah. Whoa.
They've got 92 points. Oh my god! Like, wait, if you only count their elimination points now, Nep, they would be in. They would be in second place between Captain and Naruto and Pepito and Zasuro.
Wow.
They would be in second place if they had no placement points. Actually, it's fun. Oh my! It's kind of funny how big of a lead they have now. Not impossible to catch up, but like,
It's a big. I mean, it's one game. We have one more game to go. So are they really going to catch up, or are the MG3 boys going to be doing an interview a little bit later? I don't know.
We need to find it. Do we still call them the MG3 boys, or do we have to give them a new name? Like every time they win, we say like, "Can you please just like have this name next tournament?"
Yeah, the double
they're not using the
eliminators.
MG3, right? So,
That's
like,
true.
the strat is
That's
different.
true. Yeah. Not sure. We'll have to think about that. Let's think about that in
conductors.
the next game.
The conductors.
The conductors, yes, that could be true.
We'll have to. If you have ideas in chat, please do tell us. We're
Yeah.
really intrigued. We want to get some good ideas to recommend them name changes for the next Legends Rise tournament we'll be doing in the future. Still really good. Pepito Zasuro without a single win, though. That is really impressive. The fact that they got no wins and they are in second place. Impressive consistency from the lads. But really, if now you want to catch up and be first place, a win or a really high elimination game is going to be necessary for these two players. So we need to see a little bit more here. It's not that we need to see also just more from them. We need to have a bad game from Lobby and Red Hat. And unfortunately, we haven't seen a lot of bad games from those two players. So catching up is going to be rough. You almost need to like just target them the entire game, which is not easy to do.
It's not easy to do because you've got so many teams in the hot drop, as we've been seeing so far tonight. There's so many teams, you have no idea who's who. It's just almost impossible to tell. And so by the time you think it's them, they've probably already gotten you the way they're playing. So yeah, it's going to be a rough one for the rest of this lobby. But man, the MG3 boys, they're looking real ready for this last game.
Thinking maybe just burn the image of their skins in your head, in your mind, and you just like every time you see that skin, you're like, oh, it's them. Chase them down. Like, you know, like your life depends on it. Could be a strat.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a strat. But, you know, if you're really sweaty, you could like just do pattern recognition on skins and apply it in-game until your gameplay. That'll be mad. Still, actually, HKN 7, still, I think we're in 7th position, so still pretty good. This team has been stepping up significantly compared to the previous Legends Rise Rondo tournament we had a few months ago, so really impressed with their gameplay style in general, so really happy with it. But you know what I'm happy with? The fact that we have this Shelby collab, Nep, that was just pretty sick.
Oh, I love it so much. You got some epic cars coming in here, and you know, it's available to July 6th as well, so there's plenty of time for you to go catch your favorite skin of the Shelby collaboration. And if you don't know which one's your favorite yet, check out this little video to find out.
Okay, all those skins from the Shelby collaboration look amazing. But Niptura, you weren't sure yesterday which one you would pick for yourself. Like, have you now decided? Have you like, this one is my favorite?
It's the Colby. It's got to be the blue one, man.
The
blue one is
427
nice.
Cobra?
The Cobra. That's the one, the Cobra. Yeah, you're right. The Shelby Cobra. Not
Shelby
Colby.
Cobra.
My bad. Just
I have the
fine.
same. Actually, would you go for the blue one or the like graffiti one? I think the blue one is just more
Blue is just
traditional.
classic car.
Yeah.
I got lots of shinies. I need a vintage car in my list. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for that one, I think.
Okay, so what I say is that you get the skin, right? And then I steal your account. I mean, I borrow your account for an undetermined amount of time.
Or every
yeah.
time you come across a coop, you go skin, and you follow me around till I get you give you the skin, and I just hop on board and get
like
the skin,
that.
and there you go.
I might do that. You know what? I might just be like, please skin this one, and then I'm just gonna drive off and just not even pick you up. That's a strat that we're gonna be doing. But hey, come on, you're used to it by now. That's why I do every single game. Okay, it's
so
what I do
true.
all the time. But no, this time around, we then going to be getting ready for our final game here for the Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier tournament. This is day 2, match number 6. Again, the double points per elimination does still apply. The MG3 boys, again, the team to beat right now. Everyone needs to work together to beat them because 18 players were not enough to take them down. That's mad.
That's actually insane, to be honest. I mean, they've gone in one game from top 5 kind of doing well, very well, to, oh my god, there's a huge gap. We can't beat them in one game. So yeah, these guys really got to work together if they want to beat this duo up on top. The MG3 boys reigning supreme at the moment, but we'll see. I mean, one more game could change everything.
Can we rename the Legends Rise tournament to the Lobby Red Hat Rise tournament? I mean, they are the legends of this tournament right now. They are living up to the name of the event. And they're going to be, again, hard to beat. So we'll see how things are going to be going. Again, though, I want to see more Titans being used. I feel like that is... The Titans, unlike your hype... I don't think they're hyper meta when it comes to this update, but I do think they have one great use, which is going from point A to point B without taking any damage. Like, your Titan will take damage and you will transform back into a human, but as you make that transition... You're pretty much in a transition, like, safe of any damage, which I think is very valuable, and people have not fully understood that yet.
No, I agree completely, because it's kind of broken in the way that you really don't have any damage dealt to you on that rotation. So, yeah, and I think also the thing is with the Titans is that there's a lot of mileage on them as well. They're not going to disappear on you. They're not going to break down too easily as well. So you got a long time, a longevity to them as well, which I really like. So hopefully we see a few more people using them in this game. That would be really nice, but who knows? We'll have to see.
Yeah, it's been buffed also in the previous update, as I just talked about. Before you could transform every 90 seconds, I think it was, and now it's every 60 seconds. So every minute you can transform technically, which is like that's 20, 25, maybe even more transformations per match if you get it really quickly. So if you can really max it, you can actually get a lot of use out of the Titan Serum. Again, I haven't seen anyone use the attack Titan Serum right now. I saw it once, but it wasn't like mega impactful. But it is, again, stronger. It lasts longer. It is tougher. It does more damage. Why the hell not? It might just be worth it if you do survive, though, in the hot drop locations, because those 2 train stations, you need to survive there, get on the train, or wait until a train comes your way. So you need to make it really find that match to get the serum itself or the attack Titan. So again, it's hard to get, but I think it is kind of worth it if you get to that point.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a thing that I would want to get for the rest of the game, particularly if it's a high stakes game, right? Because then at least you've got that backup plan going in here. Last game, double points. You don't want to get it caught out too early. You don't want to get caught out in the middle of the end zone as well. So I could see both of those options being a really, really good option for a Titan coming in here. But it's time for our final match, Max. Max match.
The max match. I am
the max match.
Matchman 30.
You are, yes.
Yeah, we'll see who's going to be taking the dub at the end of this one. After this game, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be crowning our champions here for the Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier event. Stay tuned, get nice and comfy, get your beverage of choice and some... I was going to say juicy popcorn, but I don't think that's a good way to describe popcorn.
That sounds a little soggy.
Yeah, get some nice caramelized, frizzled popcorn.
Yes, my favorite kind of popcorn.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
My girlfriend loves cheese popcorn, which I never thought was a thing. It does exist.
I've heard of things. I've heard good things about it. but I just like caramel popcorn too much to bother with cheese popcorn.
For me, like cheese popcorn is kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
It is kind of weird, but you know what? I used to do tuna and cranberry sauce, so...
What?
Yeah.
What the hell what are those words you just said to me right now? Tuna, cranberry sauce? Okay, guys, let's focus on the game because otherwise, I'm going to fight, okay? It
was really good, I
I'm going to
promise.
drive there, okay? We live in the same country. You're not safe, okay? Don't say weird stuff like that to me. Cranberry tuna together is... horrible.
It was pretty good, actually.
I think we have conventions against that. You can't do that. That's horrible.
My family agreed with you, to be honest.
Thank you. Family has...
hello?
Happy to hear it. Okay, Donya, though. What are you... Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's what happened. I think...
Yeah, I know.
No ammo, nothing whatsoever.
But Donya was having real trouble even taking him down with the Tommy gun versus nothing, so... unfortunately, we did see that on stream, Donya. You will have to live that down eventually.
Tuna and cranberries. I'm... What was that sound?
It was me snorting.
Did I wake up your animal right there? Oh, it was you. That was you. Okay. I thought we had a pet around.
Nah, that was me. It was all me, baby. That's what the tuna and cranberry sauce does to you, man.
Oh yeah. It's a bit thick. It takes time to go down the throat. It's just you get a deeper voice. And you consume it. Okay, Shark, nicely done for the true eliminations. 4 points total. Woo. Okay. Oh. I'm there. I'm coming back. Don't worry. We're good. Okay. Zidu also looking to take the fight. Cappy, it was knocked on down, so no direct assistance. Oh, I love these events. I love Legends.
It's great.
It's great.
It's so fun. Yeah, so good.
News. Okay.
Yeah.
Ogre is going to be able to win that fight with his UMP, swapping on over to the DP28. Zidu, though, not looking to take the fight head on anymore. Cappy's giving some info. And the corner, I think, is going to get flushed on out. Good damage from Mercy onto Zidu. He's just solo right now. He kicks his head over the ridge, and he is sent right back into the plane, given a second chance at life. I just want to make an observation here, though, Max. Everybody is way more speedy. Like, look at them. They didn't waste any time at all getting any sort of weaponry. Now they're just up at the top. They're trying to do as much as possible here. Vale doing his thing, trying to get up onto that roof, not succeeding just yet. And I'm not sure he really wants to, right? Because Akko is up there. Didn't even know you could get up there, but oops. No, you slide off normally.
Right, yeah.
Is Akko stuck? I think he's stuck.
Akko's not stuck. Not stuck.
Okay, he's good.
There we
I was
go.
a little bit scared to fail. I was like, he's going to get caught midair, but no, he is again. Levi Ackerman, he's good. He's got the moves. He's untouchable. The demon of the Titan Corp. Here we go. Go, though. That nade could be massive if cooked properly. Does not do any damage almost onto Goga. Naruto left into that one-on-one situation with the UMP, though. Gets so much damage done. He has to chase it down. He cannot let him revive himself. He cannot let him heal up. But I think he's trying to bait it out. Yeah, I was going to say, go for the reload. And he's just healing. He's getting shot at. He's like, yeah, I'm just going for the bandage. But right now, he's going to be the one to initiate that push.
Whoa.
Goga down again. Looking for that second and now third elimination. 6 points on the board for Naruto and Captain. Already trying to play catch-up against the MG3 board.
Yeah, and doing a good job of it as well. Bota Slayer again down. We seem to see him go down first quite a bit in these hot drops. But Lowtech's gonna be trying to carry the banner for a little bit here. 2 points on the board, or rather 2 eliminations, 4 points on the board right now. Gothila has just taken down Cappy. So we might see something else coming out from him soon. Steph, on the other hand, I mean, Steph and Vale, 2 points each, so that's going to be 8 total points in the first 5 minutes of the game. Oh, no! Loku! The smoke killed him. Smoke said, no, you are hidden. And Lowtech's just somehow making out of that one alive. My Sky, on the other hand, gets rid of Lobby, so that's going to be Star Lobby getting taken out there by Mighty Sky. There is still Red Hat on the premises, though, so all hope's not lost for them. Steph takes out HK. And now my guy has to deal with Zazul and Pepito here. Can she do it? I don't know. We'll see.
I want to give more props to Lotex, by the way, in that previous fight on the bridge, because when you are an observer, you can see through smokes way easier. He had no idea he was there. You just heard the footsteps, and he went for one of the craziest, like, just blind spray downs, and he just worked out. So really big props to Lotex. That was a very, very impressive play. Now looking over to Steph and Vale. Already 7 points to their name. 7 eliminations, 14 points to their name. And they are looking for more. Actually, Issa, I think, got spotted out for a split second. Really good Molotov. Actually, it's really cool because this entire building, the floor is wooden, so it does spread a little bit. You can just kind of lock out big sections of the building with just a few pieces of utility. So it's really, really well played from Steph. They are looking to now just exit. Maybe try and regroup with their teammate if they can. As over now into... Where the hell is this? We're in Northern George.
Oh,
Take a fight, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. After seeing so much mode, seeing teams outside of the mode and into, like, quote-unquote... real gameplay is so scary because I'm like, there's no buffer. There's no
like you have 2 games happening at once.
Respawn. Yeah, there's like no respawn. There's no teams to help you out. There's no crazy stuff going on because it's the mode. It's just PUBG Mobile, and somehow that's so much scarier.
Like, no, you have a massive Titan, but a normal PUBG Mobile even scarier. It's like,
yes,
maybe,
true.
Maybe. I remember when we had a game we played on Rondo and we saw Titan transform. And that was our first game, and it spooked us. We're like, do we go there? Do we just steer clear? And we did steer clear. Actually, we tried.
Yeah, we really did. We did. Yeah, that was unfortunate, but yeah.
I want to go back to a point you made earlier, which is like people seem to be a little bit more speedy now. I do agree. I want to echo your point. I think that you're definitely on point. But I think the reason is because the update yesterday was out for like what 24 hours, maybe 48 maximum. I don't remember the exact release hour of the mode. But people are definitely a lot more familiar with the mode, with a lot of the features.
True.
So you can express yourself a little bit easier now going in game.
Yeah, very true indeed. Good points all around. Naruto is making his point very clear, I feel like. 4 elims to his name. Mighty Sky, same situation. 3. Which is interesting because normally we see Issa being the one to frag out of the 2, I feel like. So Mighty Sky picking up the pace for this game. And this hot drop, this station is not inside zone, but we do have only a couple teams left. So hopefully that's going to be sorted out fairly soon and they can all move on to zone.
Hopefully. That's where you want to go. Oh, a little Poro there. I love seeing all the past collaboration, little buddies you can have next to you. Also, it's cool. It's just like clash of IPs you just wouldn't expect, but it's all happening in PUBG Mobile. Like maybe some people will have some. Actually, do we have Attack on Titan skins, or is it just like in the game? I don't remember. Do we have? Or is it not out yet? I think we have horse skins that have not been announced yet or not revealed.
Lol, spoilers.
Steph. Oh, okay, he's been caught off. The ODM gear got stuck on his worst enemy, stairs. Ooh.
Not the stairs.
Not the stairs, no.
Nor. Yeah. Crazy work. Anyway, Zaydu. Rizsha. Coming in clutch there. Just comes on through and says, no, thank you. So that's going to be them going out very early on, right? No revive allowed. So their shot at a bunch of points is no longer existent.
That is just so mean, camping those respawn areas. It makes sense. Like, I would do the same.
Yeah, last game. Got to do what you got to do.
But that's kind of mean. That stream just ended early for that content.
Yeah, yeah, it really did.
Big unfortunate.
So true.
Scenario. Million Gaming, though, can he get the res on Ultra? Does Ultra have an extra life still? I'm not sure, because he does have time technically, but I don't think he has an ODM gear. He has no car in that current location. They see him? Third person perspective? I'm not sure. Just maybe he has an idea he's there. Oh no, I think he... Wait, did he?
Yes. Oh, no. That's the...
There's no way he doesn't know he's there, right? Unless he's like got the perfect camouflage skin against that tree.
Yeah.
I think they're more scared of Naruto than Million Gaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well.
That is a
Sure.
getaway. Can you survive?
Oh,
No.
and it kills him.
That
No.
is so unfortunate. I think he was not spotted for so long. That's
He
kind of
was
mad.
not spotted. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that he did move. Like, I get, of course, why he moved, but like, if somebody's there and they haven't seen you in that space of time, I doubt they're going to, kind of. You know? I don't know. I'm not
I
sure.
also get why you were trying to do a quick getaway, because if he spots you, you're just done. So you just try and
That is very true.
take your fate in your own hands, kind of make it work out. Actually, Mighty Sky and Issa still being in the train station next to Milta, southeast of the circle. This would be a prime time to use the train if it's there. I'm not sure if it's there still. But if it is, that would just take you right in the play zone. Like, not in the play, just in the play zone. You would be pretty much center of the play zone, if I'm not mistaken. So, Mighty Sky and Issa, that would be a 10 out of 10 rotate. I would love to see that happen.
Well, it might be why they're still there, right? Because no one else is, and they do have a team coming up behind them, but again, probably no one really knows that they're there. Meanwhile, over in Yaz, still a long way to go for these duos that are fighting it out here. It's Steph versus Chocoholic, and Chocoholic's just running around taking damage. Vale, nice little shot through the window there. That's going to be Chocoholic taken on out, and Shark is the only one left alive for her duo. Is at the train tracks and just leaves this space entirely. Not going to be going on that train. She's just trying to try and get that revive, except I'm not sure that revives are available still. Are they? Yes, they must be stage 2, right?
Yeah, it is. It's until phase 4.
4?
I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. I think it is. It's different on like specific maps, but on the Wrangle, I think it is 4. Here you go, like Poe just, oh my word, Lobby just was waiting wings at the perfect angle. Actually, they can't just stole that away. He just got himself 2 points for that one. So Lobby, unfortunately, not going to be rewarded for that knock.
I will say as well, Lobby Red Hat, only 1 elimination so far. I mean, it's like nearly halfway through
Red
the
Hat's
game.
not here, also.
Very true.
I think he was down to a solo relatively early, and he's just surviving, trying to be one of the last survivors in the train station. Not the way they wanted to go down, but unfortunately, you just got to be able to improvise on the fly. Actually, can you even use that machine in the middle of the room here? I've never used it yet. I've just been playing around with it, but actually, can you interact with it? I don't know.
I'm not sure. We'll have to explore and figure that out. Oh! Nice.
What? That was a perfect grenade. That was so perfectly cooked. It's not even funny. He just flexed his Gordon Ramsay cooking skills on Khan. That was sick.
That is actually insane. What a nade coming in from them. I mean, that's why they're winning, man. Let's be real here. Come on. They're just built different.
Oh, no.
I mean, kind of crazy.
Oh! Oh, the bait and switch from Just Baby in a picture on to do like Poe. That is an instant knock into an elimination. Rishar is just a little bit too far. They can't deny that res, and that's going to be Just Baby back to a duo with Solso. Oh, I really thought there was going to be a quick deny on Just Baby, but no, they pick out the extra shotgun. What was that? DBS they had. And just take down like Baby. And now looking to go for that 1v2 versus Rishar, because again, they have their ally dropping down from the skies, maybe going to try and drop on top of that roof, which would be an amazing play for them to execute. And Rishar actually go for the revive on their teammate if they do win this fight. I'm not sure, but they might be giving it a try.
Entirely possible. Come on. But he's got to get rid of both of these players first. And the way they're playing, they're not looking to make it easy for him. Oh, especially with that DBS. They push together around the corner, and that is a done deal. Rishar going to be going on out there with Poe. So that's that. That's them done and dusted. Really nicely played.
Really good start. I mean, MVP play there. You just saw the bait and switch. They heard the footsteps after trying to go for the revive, and they get instantly over to the DBS, get himself that knock into a flush, into a teammate revive. That's a double whammy, a double W.
Yeah, really nice.
Love to see that happen. Red Hat Lobby were able to then regroup together over in the train station in the circle, so good game plan there for the two of them. Mighty Sky and Issa did not use the train this time around to make that rotation, so my favored rotation did not happen, so that breaks my heart, but unfortunately I'll have to live with that.
Sag.
I wanted. Yeah, no one's using the trains.
Yeah.
Why? It's so
I'm not
cool.
sure. Yeah, it is a thing. I don't know if they just don't feel like they're quick enough for some reason. Like,
I mean, cars are faster. Like I have
I mean-
seen that on Insta. The cars are faster than the trains.
whoa! HK, man, HK! 7 left alone on his onesies, trying to do anything, get this res, but there's somebody coming right up his backside. There we go. Steph, trying to do
revive?
something here. Yeah, 7's gonna get that revive though, except the nade could be really, really good. Is it going to be? Kind of. Yeah, that's damage, and the blue zone is ticking away quite badly as well here. But honestly, Steph and Vale, they cannot afford this, right? They got 10 elims. They want to keep this going, and 7 really is gonna have to do something else here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I was gonna say, there's no way that Steph actually takes out HK like that, but no, HK gonna be moving away. Steph as well, moving back, possibly to his teammate. I hope so. And they'll live to fight another day.
Right now.
They do. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like they don't not want to risk going down to a solo right now.
Wait, you can go on the roller coaster?
Wait,
I
what?
didn't know that. There's a roller coaster on the right. I did not know there was a roller coaster. I've been here and I did not know there was one. So that is I mean, I would use it to just get out of here. Really, I would just
Literally.
get out of the fight on a roller coaster. There's no better rotation in the game. That's the best way to do it. Steph is going to be dropped on down once more and instantly confirmed by Amir. That's the juicy 2 points going their way. Now also Zasser and Pepito involved in their own fight. Pepito, though, able to get a quick knockdown onto Orko with a DBS, and that's 10 points total for them. Again, Zasser and Pepito were in second place before this game. They are currently playing catch-up, and what was it? Only 1 elimination earlier than Pure, and maybe 2 for the side of Red Hat and Lobby. So currently, things are kind of working out for them to claim that first place.
There's a lot of edge play going on right now. I mean, I suppose it's to be expected, right? There's a lot of teams that are just trying to just edge in a little bit, get a couple of points, and make their way slowly to that center of the zone. But it does mean that everybody's got the same idea, so instead of being a baby about it, they just have to go and get 5 points on the board. Star Captain taken out of the last match here. I mean, considering they were top of the leaderboard yesterday, that is a big blow for them.
Actually, because Solso already got confirmed once earlier, Solso will not be able to get rezzed by just Baby. So Baby is going to be solo for the rest of this match.
Okay.
Quite unfortunate, but you got to give it a fair try. You know, you're oh damn it, I forgot the name of our solo. Damn it.
Mazir? No.
Munazir, there you go.
Yeah, Munazir. Yeah.
Munazir, yeah. So he's gonna have a great understanding of the pain of being a solo in a duos tournament. The best way to go about it, unfortunately. 3 eliminations, so 6 points going away off Sweet Dreams and Gathilla TV. Actually, Gathilla has been doing pretty decently for himself too, because I remember last week when we had the interview nep with Gathilla, and he's like, "Oh, I want to do well on the maps where there's more RNG involved, because I feel like I'm going to struggle when it comes to the shooting, like the skill games." And he did well on those, and actually he's doing quite well for himself here too. So I think this guy is just kind of he's kind of a low-key player. You don't really pay too much attention, but then he just dominates when he has the right position.
No, absolutely. I agree. He's been doing some really cool stuff so far from what we've seen of him. Really surprised by Red Hat and Lobby there. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. They got such a huge gap. They don't want to go out guns blazing and end up going out early. But as it is, they've got just 4 points so far. And as we see on that leaderboard or on these other teams, right, there's a lot of teams with a lot more points than that. Oh.
Yeah.
Popier.
He's drifting.
He's drifting that McLaren. Let's go.
Actually, one cool thing that we can do since the last few updates now is doing solo drive-bys. You can just swap your speed and just
great
go for
fun.
the shot. That is amazing. Haven't seen too much of it. I've seen like a few highlights on Instagram here and there. People also doing like a drift into swapping their seat into shooting down a squad. But it's not easy. Like, controlling all of that is really hard. If you pull off a play like that, like you eliminate someone while you're drifting and you're able to shoot them down after changing your seat, that is mad skill you have.
Insane. Excellent work. all of the above. Boss player back in town. Lotex nowhere to be seen just yet. Having all 4 of the team's eliminations. Oh, and again, McLaren won't stop rolling, so it's just like that moving cover that keeps leaving you. But sure.
Why is he looking at it? He's so enthralled.
He's looking above it, I think. He's just using it as cover.
Like moving cover.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't know.
Lol. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say, what the heck?
I thought he was just
Try
looking
to
at
heal
his
under
skin.
that
He was
thing.
like, I love this McLaren skin, but
It says
Could be a
McLaren.
Shelby.
How's this spelled? MC.
no, he's like,
L?
I would prefer Shelby. And I'm like, fair enough. You know what? That's
Fair
good
enough.
taste.
You know what? Shelby OP.
Let's get this man a Shelby now.
Do it. Alrighty, so we got Copier and Janica. Or Janika, as you say. It's probably Janika, right? Yeah.
I think it sounds better.
It does sound better. I'm sorry, Janica. It's Janika.
If it imagine is the way you say it, and it's like I'm offended. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know.
So sorry.
I don't know. I'm just saying the way I think it is. There's too many.
Lol.
There's too many influencers here. Okay, I'm trying.
Yeah, a lot of names, a lot of time, or not enough time. A lot of duos all having those sneaky little positions. I'm kind of surprised that no one really saw that coming, because obviously, I mean, especially Lubino and Sehu, right? Because that compound is always taken. They should have known that, but they get off not too badly there. Not that many points across the board. There's what we're seeing, though. Still 12 teams alive. So again, it feels like this has been a very quick game in terms of those hot drops being really taken seriously. But at the same time, you've got a lot of solos running around. You've got a lot of different like edge play styles happening as well. And so yeah, this game is really starting to slow down.
It really is. I mean, we got, what is that, 12 teams, 21 players, so a bunch of them are going to be then solos. So you're going to calm down quite a bit, especially because we don't have that many PUIs in this current circle. Of course, you've got this massive train station, but you know that you don't want to take a risk of sending it here this late in the game, because otherwise, if you do get eliminated, even if you just lose one player, you're not going to revive your teammate. You want to stick as a duo as long as humanly possible here and not take the chance of losing a player. Because otherwise, your opportunity of getting all those elims are going to go down drastically. Actually, can you go in that... I forgot the English word. Hot air balloon. There you go. You can hot air balloon or not. There's one above the area. But I don't know if you
There
can.
is. I don't think you can, but again, I would really have to explore the mode a lot further before I could do that. Oh! Misses. Pepito, that's not like you. But he has got Copier to actually deal with, and he can't deal with him at all. Pepito is going to go on down there. And, I mean, Zesua is trying to back up his teammate a little bit more. Issa does take out Janika there, so that's a little bit of a help as well. And now Copier's really got to be careful that he's not pinched here.
They're just sandwiched between them. They're just
Yeah.
in between a solo, a full squad, as another team. Like this just baby just driving on by.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying to just hopefully get a few extra placement points and a limbs later on in the match. Janika, though, I think they can get the res. With those smokes, I think that's going to buy them a lot of precious time and just kind of shroud them in a blanket of mystery and well, smoke. And hopefully they'll be able to get Janika back up. They do have a car too, so they can make that transition. If they survive, they can get Janika in the car. They can heal themselves while they're transitioning in the circle itself. We do see on the mini-map, Janika indeed is going to be brought back to life, so that's a great play from Copier Collet. But now you got to start thinking about moving into the circle, because in a few seconds, in actually 1 minute, the blue zone is going to be encroaching on your terrain, so you need to make that transition happen ASAP. But the fact that we have about half of this circle as the train station, the play zone for this map,
Yeah.
is actually going to be quite fun to see who's going to be trying to use that to their advantage.
It will indeed. We already saw a couple of duos trying to use it for themselves. Issa does go down on the rock here as Merci does try to move on in and confirm that points are points. Man, she got to do something. And Mighty Sky has nothing to do except leave at this point in time. But still, even if they go out here, 10 points on the board is not half bad in these end stages.
Be careful, HK. Stuck in this 1v1 versus Gothilla TV, but he has way more HP at the end, so he's able to win that fight quite easily. Hands down, a really sick 2 eliminations to go their way. And actually, yeah, now that means total of 4 points. They were in 7th place before this. No way they're going to win this entire tournament, okay, unless they get like crazy number of limbs and the top teams do nothing at this point. But I would say a top 5 And I'd be happy with HKN7 right now. So top 5 would be the goal, would be EM. I think there's a very high chance of them achieving that goal by the end of this final match. Now, Loku and Amir and Neptura here, they don't really have too many options. They have to push north of the train station, and you can see there are currently 3 squads up there. So you need to be ready to take the fight because you are not avoiding these skirmishes.
Yeah, this is where the gear really comes into play, right? Because you can take those insane angles. If you're not on the ground, then no one can expect you coming, right? Those angles no longer are existent because you're halfway up in midair. And exactly, right? You're going to be starting to see that come through nice, but not inside zones. So got to do a little bit more here. Trying to get up and over, but there is somebody right there and gonna, oh, it's this tiniest little bit of cover. They did move though, you're quite right. So they do have that to themselves, and 7 looking to possibly go down here. Mighty Sky doing her best, but not against both of them, right? HK does end up taking her out. That's going to be them with 10 points on the board going through here. We're back over with MG3 boys, though. The circle has absolutely centered over to this hot drop area, so a lot of these teams kind of have never left.
I feel so bad for Mighty Sky because they also did have, she had a self AD, and that means it's been just stolen away, unfortunately, so not more use for them. That means 1 self AD, at least bare minimum, is still going to be in play to some extent. That means that actually with these kind of buildings, if you're on a really safe spot and you get knocked by like a nade or a really good sniper shot, you could very easily revive yourself with the self AD. So I do like that part of the play. Red has the MG3. They're living up to their name. Finally, let's get it.
Come on. You got this.
They heard Levino. There's no way. They have no idea. They are peeking over the ridge. Oh my word. That could have been almost a double knockdown. So much damage done from Levino in just a singular spray. Now with a follow-up nade. Can you get that knock though? I mean, they... Oh no. Bonks it right on the beam. Not the way to go. You know what? Still a good spray. So one cancels out the other. It's like he did nothing.
Sure. Let's go with that one for surezies. Right now, everybody's inside zone except for one person. That person's going to be Vale. Oh, and he's Vale once again. Levino getting taken down, but that Sevu is right there behind him, right? So that's a little bit of a nade, a little bit of a smoke coming through here, trying to distract and just obscure that vision there, block that sight line. He's going to have to go and take that other building. But now, unless you know this building really, really well, you don't know where they've gone.
I love that we have an actual event area finish. Like,
That's
we don't, every time
fantastic.
we have these kind of events, it ends like elsewhere, completely out of the event mode zone. And this time is actually ending right on the edge of it. So this is going to be a very entertaining finish for sure. Loki's going to get picked off by Mercy. That's going to be the end of their life and their adventure in this match. As Mercy and Goga, very, very similar playstyle on the first game where they're just staying away from the fight, avoiding these engagements like the plague. And actually, because of their position, Lobby and Red Hat, plus Sevu and Levino, they're going to be forced into each other, and then they're going to fight possibly HCAN 7. I think Goga and Mercy get bare minimum 2nd place. Same for HCAN 7. So Red Hat and Lobby, Levu Sevino, Sevu. Well, I did a big wombo combo with the name. Levino and Sevu, they kind of have to take their destiny in their own hands here. They have to go for a massive push because otherwise the blue zone is just going to push them in a fight they really don't want to take.
Yeah, but that zone is harsh, man. I mean, 7 and HK, Merci and Gogurt, yeah, they're in it, but it's such an open area. It's so edge, and most of that circle is actually outside of this area. That's really, really rough for pretty much all of them, right? Yeah, it's okay, it's a bit of an advantage for those who are already in circle, but I still don't think it's that great of a zone for anyone here. So we'll see how they do this, but Sevu and Levinho have to push in. They're the ones farthest from zone right now. And, oh, Levino, Sevu gets taken out. Yeah, there's no way they're going to get out of this one alive. 7 and HK as well, moving up against the MG3 boys, and that's going to be Sevu and Levino taken on out. And now Gogurt and Merci can kind of just wait around for this fight to finish and then clean up the rest.
I love how they played it out too, because they had one player, Goga, on top, just getting some information and throwing nades while giving the information over to Mercy. They had a perfect initial angle, got the first knock, and then into the follow-up nade, they just get himself the 2v2 fight pretty easily in their favor. So that was peak execution of that team fight. The synergy was absolutely beautiful. Now, 3 duos remaining, 6 players on board. Lobby, Red Hat, currently just kind of sandwiched. They're in a little bit too deep in this fight. I mean, it's not like they really have an option, right? But Mercy and Goga, their game plan should be the moment they see knocks happen on the elimination feed, that is when you push. I don't want to see you play passive and let them revive back to a two-man team and just go for 2v2. They need the third party this fight. That would be the best way for them to play it out.
I mean, you're already starting to see some of those nades coming through here, but they shouldn't be exploratory nades. They should be a little bit more intentional with these, I feel like, especially now you're starting to hear that movement coming around in the building next door. Yeah, we'll have to see. A little bit of classical moment for the drama.
Concerto right now is just
Concerto, yeah.
Concerto.
No.
Concert.
Oh, it's 7. Okay, there we go. Gogurt needs to push now. Come on, all y'all need to push. What's going on here? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, he does.
Oh, he got flushed out. That's so unfortunate. He almost had time to pull it off. Lobby and Red Hat now taking very minimal damage for their troubles. Now Red Hat's going to be serving as the frontline player for this fight. Actually, they're going to be pushed over that ridge, over that wall in a very narrow area. Could be pretty easy to pre-fire for Goga and Mercy. They also do have the ODM gear, right? Can you use it to get on that roof location and just wrap behind them? That could be great. Huge Molotov. Just going to be slowing down the approach of Red Hat and Lobby. Mercy Goga, though, in positions that I don't think they can really do too much from the angle net. I think that they're kind of blind to the approach of Lobby and Red Hat.
Yeah, that's a really difficult position to be in. And then you have the MG3 boys using the MG3 as a warning sound. Oh, nice. Really well played from Mercy there to evade that Molotov and push forward instead of back. Now they're here as a duo, and they really, really want to try and get this first knock. But yeah, you're right. These sightlines are really, really tough.
Yeah, they made it in to the main building. They're ready to take this 2-on-2 fight. Goga and Mercy versus Lobby and Red Hat. Who's going to be taking the dub at the end of this match? The Molotov, again, just buying so much precious time. And he goes right in the sight line of Goga. That's going to be the first player going down for the side of the MG3 boys. It's down to Red Hat in the 1v2. Can he clutch it up to wrap up here, this tournament, this Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier event? They have the shotgun here. Looking to go for some big old pre-fires. No more nades. He only has the smoke to try and bait them out with the pin sound. Also, the MG3 he's not going to be using up right now. The elevation has also been secured by the side of Mercy. Goga just holding down to the lower ground position. As long as they fight it together, it should be tough for Red Hat to take the win, but he's looking for 2 1v1s in a row. That's the way he's going to try and take the win at the end of this match. Oh, big jump shot here. So much damage done to Red Hat. He's down to a 3rd HP. He's going to go for the chase down to Goga. He knows he cannot take time to speed up. And he gets knocked on down with the stealth AED. They're just going to be flexing on him. But this game will be going the way of Goga and Mercy. And they're just having fun with a recent knock they found onto Red Hat.
Well played indeed. Time to have a little bit of a chat. Figure out what went wrong there. I mean, Red Hat had all the potential in the world to do that, but he didn't use the MG3. He kept taking those little quick shots, but it's okay. 11 eliminations for Mercy and Gogurt for this final win of the evening, and that means we got 22 points on the board just with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be still a massive point gain for them, for the two of Mercy and Goga, plus the 15 points for the chicken dinner. And Red Hat Lobby still, no, 5 points on board, 10 points total on this one in terms of eliminations alone. But I'm really, really excited, Nipcho, to see the leaderboards, how it's going to be, because we're going to have a lot of last-minute shifts happening between these squads, especially with 7 and HK. I think that actually, because they made it so far in this game, a top 5 could be possible for them. We'll have to stay tuned and see if that is, in fact, going to happen. But we know that at the end, it doesn't matter. Like we know based on how the leaderboards were before and how they are now that the MG3 boys take home the trophy in today.
They do indeed. Big GGs to them going over that way. But Max, I want to talk about just a little bit before we get into some MVPs, before we get into some leaderboards. Who for you was the standout duo in this event?
I mean, I want to say Red Hat and Lobby, but I feel like I'm not allowed to say that because they won. Okay, so I'm going to go for someone else.
Okay.
I would have to say I got two players. Can I say 2 players?
Yeah.
Vale and I have Naruto. 2 standouts.
Okay.
How about you?
Cool. For me, I'm blanking on their name as we go over to the leaderboards, to be honest. They'll be possibly here. But no, they're not here. They're not on page number 2. It's fine, but here we go. The final leaderboards are as follows, as you can see, and Lavino and Sevu just unable, even with that pretty good last couple of games, unable to just get into that top 10.
Yeah, but still respect to every single player still on the second page of the leaderboard for making it so far. Thank you very much for participating. It wouldn't be the same Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier tournament without you guys, so thank you very much. Hopefully best of luck next time. Though, it's time to go check out the first page of the leaderboard, see who are going to be our top squads for this tournament and who will be taking home the lion's share of $10,000 prize pool. Ladies and gentlemen, and it will indeed be the MG3 boys, Lobby and Red Hat, not only winning this entire event, but winning back-to-back Legends Rise tournaments, which that has been a massive achievement for the lads. So Lobby, Red Hat, GG well played.
GG well played indeed. Not only are they our return reigning champions, but they win again with 114 points. I mean, I will say Merciless and Goga, they did pretty darn good to catch up to that, right? 98 is not far off at all. Pepito and Zasua as well with that 80. It kind of goes down a little bit more. I mean, we do have Zidu and Cappy with HK and 7 actually tied here. So still, there's a little bit of a gap more than we saw earlier in the day, but they're still very, very close. And shout out to Slayer and Lotex, because that's who I was thinking of for my standout duo.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of interesting that we see Zido and Cappy go solo on the leaderboards despite them always reaching the late game, but it kind of makes sense too because of the double point per elimination at the end of the event. So many teams are just going to overtake you because you're just not able to match those numbers. I mean, look, they have 18 eliminations. Everyone around them has like 40, 35, 46, 50, 47, 44, 76. Well, of course, that's like points, not pure eliminations. But regardless, they just got completely eclipsed by the lobby in terms of eliminations, but still really good placement points, and I'm sure we can see them get a dub eventually later on down the line. Also, I don't believe we have a graphic for this, but we also do have the top fragger of the lobby, if I'm not mistaken, being Lobby, with 37 total elims. I wonder how many of those were like in the last 2 matches where you get the double points per elim, but that is crazy. But again, Lobby would not be here without the work of Red Hat, and Red Hat wouldn't be here without the work of Lobby. So they work together as a great duo, and that is why they're your second champions here for the Legends Rise event.
Yeah, very nicely done indeed. Looking forward to seeing them again in the next one. But yeah, I'm excited to see what comes next for them, right? They've been back-to-back champions now, so like it seems like they're going to be a regular item now.
It seems like, I mean, you know what? We're not even going to give them a new name. We're just going to stay
MG3 boys.
With the MG3 boys, because it's just peak name right now. We just have to stick with it. And I'm excited because I feel like we're going to get more of these Legends Rise tournaments. I have a lot of fun covering them. They're really, really sick. I'm really excited to see what the next one is going to be on the next patch for 3.9, which is, I know it's weird to say, we just got 3.8 update like 2 days ago, but still, I'm really, really looking forward to it. But yeah, anyways, when it comes to individual like players and stuff, did you have like maybe one player that was a standout to you? Like someone like this guy, pretty sick, pretty cool?
I mean, Vale is always Vale, right? I mean, that one shot was the shot of the entire event, and maybe like of the last couple events that we've seen. I mean, we've seen some pretty cool plays, but that is just, it's got style points, it's got accuracy points, it's got skill points. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that was just, it had the perfect mix of just so many aspects of PUBG Mobile, plus the use of the ODM gear. You're just going to have in this update. After this update, you're not going to see plays like that anymore. So, you know, it's a limited kind of item that you can use for clips like that. So, yeah, definitely understand why you would have to pick him for that. Naruto and the nades also, we have to say Naruto was just a standout player with that. So, I'm definitely really happy to see that happen. Though, I do believe here, Niptura, as always, as is tradition now here for these Legends Rise events, our interview with the champions will be happening, and I do believe they are here. So just to check, Lobby, Red Hat, can you guys hear us?
Loud and clear.
Yes, I can.
Awesome.
Hey.
Well, guys, congratulations on winning now twice in a row Legends Rise. How are you guys feeling after just dominating in the lobby like that?
I mean, I'm still a little bit dazzled that we actually managed to make it so far. It was similar like the previous one. We fumbled the first few games, especially on the first day. And I'm just surprised that we managed to make such a comeback. And I'm so proud of Lobby that, you know, despite him being sick, he performed so incredibly well. It's just, you know, emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
The timing
can't
of that
imagine.
cough.
Yeah, look,
For real.
I am
Any
right
question?
now full of medicines, so I am chill.
Any question you'd like to ask,
Nice.
Nep?
How did it feel playing with minimal MG3s as the MG3 boys? You only had played like with 2 that entire time.
Yeah, really
You had
sad
to-
to be honest. I wanted to get that gun, but sadly it didn't happen. Because
I
we need
suppose
to
we had to
over there.
nerf ourselves a little bit so that everybody else had a chance, keep it realistic.
Fair.
Yeah.
Actually, now that you've played now 6 matches then in this brand new update for the Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier tournament, what would you say is one of your favorite features that you were using to like just outplay your enemies in these matches?
You can actually use the Titan really well to rotate your position, and also the gear to change quickly from house to house. And
Yeah,
you
the
have, like,
repositioning is really quick. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yes. Oh, damn, you okay?
Sorry.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
No, it's
I'm
Poor
okay.
really
thing.
sick.
I'm scared for you. Okay. No, it's fine.
How-
Hopefully
how
get
do you-
better, man.
How do you get MVP while being sick? I cannot even imagine. GG's. That's insane.
Am I the MVP of the total kills, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
37.
damn.
While being
Nice, congratulations,
Wow.
man.
They didn't
Yeah,
know.
I was like, fuck that shit, I will just push. And I like, let's say I am the bullet and Red Hat was the weapon. So yeah, that's the perfect example.
okay.
I can
Worked
give.
out.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Especially with the double points per elimination at the end, it worked out perfectly. So really happy. But actually, I want to ask you, because now, as we said, you guys won these events, Legends Rise, twice in a row. Next time we do this, can we expect a back-to-back trophy coming your way? The big
Let's
question.
see, because because all the tournaments we finished first, only one tournament we finished tied. So there's a chance, but also we fumble, in my opinion.
We will try to keep the streak up. That's all we can say. We will try our best.
Yeah.
Got
Well,
it.
if you guys get more MG3s, you know what? I'm sure it'll be going just fine. But anything you guys would like to say to your fans and everyone that have been supporting you here for the Legends Rise Steampunk Frontier event?
You wanna
Yeah.
go first?
Yeah. Basically, I want to thank everybody who believed in me. Yesterday, I was giving a lot of excuses for my bad gameplay, and they still believed in me. So thank you a lot for that. And I want to stay it like this.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to thank my teammate Lobby for being absolutely goated and carrying me all the 6 matches. And I want to thank everybody else who was cheering for us in chat and who was hoping for fair gameplay and everything was harmonious. And yeah, I'm super happy. Thank you to everybody who was supporting. And thank you, obviously, to you two and the team behind this huge event. Big thanks, big shout out. That's really always nice to play.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much again. Congratulations on taking home the trophy on the line shelf at $10,000, and hopefully get better soon. Also, Lobby, I wish you the best for this weekend.
Thank you.
Take some medication, and it'll be fine. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us on the interview, and have a great rest of your weekend.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
for
you so
hosting
much.
once again. And see you next time.
Bye.
Have a great day.
See you guys.
See ya.
No, great to hear from the MG3 boys. Okay, they etched their name in history here for Legends Rise, and I'm excited to see what the next one will be giving us when it comes to their performance. But yeah, Niptura, anything you want to add before we do call this one a day?
I think the mode's very cool. I think the event was very cool. I think the player's very cool. And I think you're very cool too, Max.
Oh my word!
I know. I've bullied you the last 2 days, so.
That's me. I mean, me too. I think I was the meanest one here on the desk. But you know what? You're pretty cool too, Neptura. I appreciate working
thanks,
with you
Max.
on these Legends Rise tournament. It's great fun. And we're going to play also, and I will not abandon you as you're going to train solo this time around, okay? I will
Better
play
not.
with you as a team, as it's intended. I'm going to learn from our lords and saviors, Red Hat and Lobby, how they were able to win the entire tournament by playing together. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you had a fantastic past 2 days worth of gameplay, and you were checking out all the moves, everything. Of course, check out in-game right now the brand new mode, the collaboration with Attack on Titan, the Shelby skin also for your cars if you want. This is prime time to just completely deck out your skins, okay, when it comes to the cards in PUBG Mobile. And we hope to see you guys very soon in the future for maybe another Legends Rise tournament happening. So see you guys next time.
just need to be confessed. As far as these eyes can see, we all are sinners just like me. Do what you do to get by. Nothing's gonna save you from the devil inside. Tell me what you see when you get there. Is it everything you thought it would be? There's flames in the Garden of Eden.